Alrighty guys, what is going on everybody? Welcome back here to another weather update. I hope you guys are having a great night so far. We got ourselves some unfortunate news here today, my friends, as we are expecting a beast of a hurricane to roll its way across portions here of southern Mexico as a Category 5, unfortunately. It is actually in the forecast, and overall we are expecting it to make that kind of a landfall approach here. Right around at 160 sustained with gusts up to 195 here as the system continues tracking its way here to the northwest. Now right now it is a Category 4 with sustained winds of 145, so it is definitely a beast of a storm already. Maximum wind gusts are already above Cat 5 strength, so storm is definitely kicking off pretty quickly. And it's just absolutely amazing just to see how fast the system blew up. I mean, literally, we go back here to, I believe this was yesterday, actually. Yeah, like yesterday morning. It was actually a tropical storm. I mean, it went from tropical storm to Cat 1 to Cat 3, Cat 4, and now expected to be Cat 5 here pretty soon as it approaches places out there towards southern Mexico. So this is definitely a very serious situation in which you definitely have got to be watching out there for this here. Overall. Now, if you actually look at the cone here versus where the storm center is, it actually looks like it's pulling more to the north than continuing on that cone. So, you know, specifically it's supposed to be working its way to the northwest. It looks like it's actually relatively traveling more to the north from what it seems to be doing right now. Now, this could be a wobble. You know, this could be a wobble, just a temporary thing, and it could pick up back to the northwest. But right now, it looks like it's going directly north almost. And of course, here on the satellite imagery, I mean, this thing is a beast. This thing is definitely, you know, kicking off here pretty good overall. So definitely have got to be on a lookout here for this guy overall because, you know, like we mentioned before, this is definitely a storm we do not want to mess with. So we're going to hop over here. Let's see here. I think we have the tropical models. We're going to take a look at those. Start off with the HWRF model here overall. And so as we work our way down in time here, you know, over the next little bit, you know, this thing's going to be making a really close approach here towards Acapulco here. So it is going to be making that near landfall approach across those regions there. Like I said, forecasted to be right at Cat 5 strength. This is basically for the morning, tomorrow morning. So landfall is literally about to happen here in a couple of hours. So that is something we need to be looking out there for. So at the point being, we're talking sustained winds of 160. Like I said, obviously at its maximum peak here from the hurricane center, we are talking maximum sustained winds. So that's constant winds blowing around 160 with those wind gusts, you know, peak winds. possibly getting up there towards 195, which is very, very, very heavy. So, you know, a lot of damage, unfortunately, is probably going to be a big cause from the system. And like I said, it is going to be working its way out there towards Acapulco here. It is going to be rolling its way very close, okay, to those regions. So we'll definitely need to look out there for that. And, you know, the thing about tropical cyclones is, too, is that on the right-hand side of these systems, unfortunately, there could be the possibility for a few tornadoes that does spawn on the side here. Obviously, I don't think Mexico has a weather service. I don't think they issue watches or anything like that. But overall, you know, there will probably be some water spouts. I'm very confident on that factor. Possibly a couple of tornadoes as well. Will most likely happen, you know, with this system here overall. And, you know, like I said, this thing is definitely going to be making a pretty close approach to the city here of Acapulco. It does seem to be a pretty dense populated city. So obviously, if we can get the word out there, if you guys know anybody who is, you know, visiting this area, if you know anybody who's living in this area, you got to make sure to give them the latest information and stuff like that. Let's go ahead and take a look here. I don't know if they have the hurricane hunters out in the storm here, but we're going to double check and just see. Let's see here. So yeah, Otis last update was 5 hours ago, so it's been a little bit since the hurricane hunters have actually flown into the storm here. So, you know, it's been a little bit, but I can assure you, yeah, we've definitely been seeing a lot of rapid strengthening overall with this system. Like I said, right now it's kind of in that mid-upper level Category 4, and it is actually forecasted to get up to Cat 5 strength here, which is definitely, you know, definitely really unfortunate. Let's go ahead and see. We're going to hop over here to the Hurricane Center. I do want to go ahead and show you guys what's going on here. With this system and all, let's go ahead and work our way over there to the Hurricane Center. So what's going on right there? Hurricane Center does have that cone. I mean, obviously the tropical storm force winds are actually starting to reach southern Mexico right now, and you know, we mentioned that, you know, the landfall is expected to make you know, its approach here within the next 4 or so hours. So it is definitely going to be, you know, it's getting close. It's definitely getting pretty close. Now the good news is that you know, the system is pretty much compacted for the most part. You know, it is actually a relatively small wind field. I mean, like I said, this is where the tropical storm force winds are across that yellow area, and you know, where that red area is, that is where the hurricane force winds is, you know, currently estimated to be. And of course, you know, this thing is working its way here to the northwest. It looks like it's moving more north now, but it is getting real close to land here, in which obviously we are going to be having some heavy impacts out there. Here's the wind history. So the yellow, that's where the tropical storm force winds were at, and that's where the red is where the hurricane force winds are at. And you can see here, this is the latest scan right in there. It's going to be working its way here to southern Mexico over the next little bit. So once again, guys, definitely have got to be monitoring this one, as you know, this thing's definitely going to be quite a beast, in which it already is. Quite a nasty system. We're going to hop back over here to the satellite view so I can kind of show you guys what's going on here. So there's the system right there. Like I said, it's definitely, it's really evolved. I mean, like, seriously quickly. It's honestly amazing at how fast this thing has turned from a tropical storm into a beast of a Category 4, eventually a Cat 5. It's crazy. It is honestly crazy how fast it did this here. But anyways, let's see here. What's up, Kathleen? Hope you're doing good. Glad to have you here. Let's see here. What a storm, says Chris. It is. It is definitely a storm for sure. Pretty nasty one, unfortunately. And, you know, actually, we are expecting this thing to, you know, achieve Cat 5 status probably within the next couple of hours. You know, honestly, we are probably going to be seeing here, you know, this system turning from a mid to upper level Cat 4, which it is right now, into a Cat 5 here probably pretty soon. And, you know, honestly, this thing is, you know, the eye, if you zoom into it, you can see how it's more symmetrical. So this was obviously a while ago. This was actually at 5, or right around 6 o'clock Eastern time at this particular scan. Right now it's around, you know, 10:40. But look at the difference. So there's that scan earlier. This was right around, once again, around 6 o'clock Eastern time. And you can see just how much improvement has really happened here over the last little bit. We'll go and pause it right there at the latest scan. a lot more symmetrical. This is the current scan here, showing that it has gotten a lot of its organization together. And, like we mentioned before, it seems like it's pulling more north than what the cone has it suggested to go. And honestly, it looks like it's actually coming out of the cone right now. You can see the center is pretty much pulling out of the cone here. Like I said, I don't know if it's just a wobble or if this thing's literally steering on us. As the system was actually forecasted to kind of continue on to the northwest a little bit more. But it looks like it's going pretty much directly north at this point here. Like I said, I'm hoping it's a wobble, and hopefully it'll start to lose some strength as it rolls closer to the coast. But unfortunately, it does not seem that that is what's going on right now. And like I said, this thing's definitely getting closer to Acapulco, or Acapulco. I think that's how you say that. Could be wrong. But yeah, definitely that region. You'll see here, Peck. I'm terrible with these names down here, but definitely I've got to watch out there for these regions here. Is you're definitely going to be feeling this. I think there's a way I can. Let's see here. I want to say there is a way I can turn. Let's see, satellite settings. We're gonna maybe not. I was gonna say there might be a way that I could actually turn down. Let's see here. There we go. Okay, we're gonna turn that down a bit so we can actually see the land underneath. There we go. That's a lot better. So yeah, you can see how that core is definitely getting closer to making landfall here. Like I said, this is definitely you're getting real close to these regions, and like I said, it literally looks like it is about to make landfall here. Probably pretty soon. I mean, right now the eye wall. From where the storm is at right now, the eye wall is literally only like 30 miles away from touching land here. But anyways, let's see here. What's up, Robin? Hope you're doing good. Glad to have you here. What about the depression around the Caribbean? So that system is not really doing too much. I can briefly show you real quickly. So that system overall has actually, I think it's faded out actually. I want to say it's already dead. Let's double check on that here. I'm going to go back to the hurricane. So yeah, the system's gone. It pretty much just got killed by those mountain ranges down there. So that system's not really doing too much of anything. Of course, we still have ourselves Tammy out there. Tammy's another subject in which Bermuda should watch out for. There's a lot of unknowns with what's going to happen with this system. But yeah, Bermuda should keep an eye out there for this. As it's just going to be right around tropical storm force around that point and being. But just a quick little mention of Tammy. Tammy's still Cat 1, expected to be for the next little bit. But like I said, all eyes right now are on Otis, as this is the beast of what's going on right now. This is definitely going to be a very serious situation. It is a serious situation. And it looks like actually right now, I'm very confident on the fact we're probably starting to see a lot of strong winds and, heavy waves going there towards Punta McDonald, though, I think that is. It's definitely going to be increasing. So what's going to be happening here is down towards these regions, with tropical systems, they rotate counterclockwise. So we're getting a lot of strong winds battering the coast here, a lot of water being pushed inland towards the coast here, which that's going to cause a lot of surging, a lot of higher than normal, sea level being a lot more higher. And the opposite's actually going to happen on the other side. We're going to get a little bit of withdrawal, so the sea level's going to go down a little bit. But don't get me wrong. As it works its way further to the northwest, it's actually going to be, eventually pulling back in towards the coastlines. But like I said, what's a little alarming right now is the fact that it's continuing north. Like I said, it's supposed to be tracking to the northwest here overall. And like I said, you can see on the satellite imagery, it honestly looks like it's, been kind of tracking maybe a little bit more to the north here than what the cone actually had to say. So like I said, I'm not sure if this is just a quick little wobble from the storm, because tropical systems love to do that. They love to wobble around. That very well could be a wobble, or it could be just going directly north at this point. It definitely could be changing tracks on us. We'll have to see. But yeah, definitely. I mean, if you're out there by the coast here, like I said, once again, this is for South Mexico. Out there by, let's see, Acapulco here. Like I said, got to watch out there for it. Definitely have got to be monitoring this here. I mean, it's going to be making, landfall right there by San Marcos, probably right in that region. If this thing continues to the north, yeah, San Marcos is probably going to get hit pretty good. from what it looks like. Also, we have let's see here. I can't pronounce that one. But anyways, let's see, Cruz Grande. We have that area out there too. Let's see here. This is an airport here. You guys can see that airport. So those places down there is definitely going to be feeling this. And like I said, it's definitely, this is a pretty dense, pretty densely populated city down here towards Acapulco here. And, it's definitely going to be, impacting them pretty good. It's definitely going to be causing a bunch of problems, strong winds, obviously, rough seas and stuff like that. It's crazy. Pretty crazy. Let's see here. Not good hit on the east. Let's see. Not good north hit on east-west mountain range. Yeah, well, like I said, these regions do have mountain ranges, which is going to help, allow the system to rapidly disintegrate, basically. But, it's that moment, that brief moment where it's making landfall. It's going to be pretty nuts, overall. Like I said, right now the storm is actually, I don't know if we mentioned this, but it's actually moving northwestward at around 8 miles an hour right now. And like I said, from the eye wall, where the worst effects are at, it's literally only about, actually this is showing 25 miles now, so this thing's getting really close. The eye wall is only about 25 miles an hour, 25 miles from the coast here, and the system is moving northwestward around 8 miles an hour. So a couple of hours from now, this thing will be making that landfall there, which is definitely going to be felt pretty good overall. Let's see here. So, definitely have got to be monitoring this one. I'm just going to double check on the rainfall expectancy. We're going to bring you all over here to this here. I'm not really sure if there's a good way I can look at this. Let's see here. The Western Atlantic. Don't know if this will be a good enough view. It's kind of hard to see it there, but let's see here. So GFS, this is an atmospheric model we have going on here. Whenever it comes to the total accumulated precipitation here, this is in inches, by the way. It does show some areas here possibly getting over 10 inches of rainfall. Right at that point of landfall, there's going to be a lot of concentrated rain. I know it's hard to see, and you can't see that table there, but let me go ahead and show you. So it's kind of, let me just full screen this so you guys can see it a little better. So what's going on there is you can see the table, once it starts turning orangish yellow, that's right around, 10 plus inches there. And if we hop back over here to that main view, you can see how, we're starting to get that yellow right there across the coast. So, the GFS is estimating, over 10 inches of rainfall, to be a possibility. So that's a lot of rainfall, and that definitely would allow for some flooding, especially in the valleys. We mentioned that these areas here are, it's right in a mountain range. So those valleys are going to really accumulate some rainfall pretty quickly, which is definitely going to be a problem out there for those regions. So once again, y'all definitely got to watch out there for it. Let's see here. The latest update came through from the Hurricane Center. This was updated at 7 Central. I think we get a new update around 11. That's like hold on. I think in 3 hours they usually do it. So yeah, we are probably about to get an update here in a few minutes. So I believe it's around 11 Eastern, if I am not mistaken. It's going to be right around that time. So we'll get some new information coming through. There's a good shot that this thing could already be near Cat 5. Like I said, considering how well it's organized itself, I mean, literally, this was just a little bit ago. We're going to go ahead and show you all this. Let's see. So whenever it comes to the the timing back a while ago, at this in particular frame, you can see how the eye was, it's there. You can tell where the eye is at, but it's not as symmetrical. It's not as good looking as it is now, obviously. And this is at 6 o'clock. This was about roughly 5 hours ago or so. So this was not that long ago. This is only about 5 hours ago. And of course, from 5 hours to now, this system is looking pretty healthy. It's a pretty nasty looking storm. I mean, literally a pretty symmetrical eye, which is showing that there is a lot of, a good amount of organization happening inside the storm here, in which, it's getting closer. Definitely is getting closer there towards land. in which, like I said, last time we measured it was only about like 25 miles away. Yeah, it's about 25 miles away there from the eye wall to landfall. Like I said, if it continues pulling to the north here, which it's been doing for a little bit, rather than going more to the northwest, it seems like it's almost going directly north at this point. But if this thing continues it'll be making landfall earlier than what we currently have timing for. We are expecting that landfall to occur, probably within the next 4 hours or so. So it's going to be relatively soon overall. And so we'll have to, definitely keep you guys updated on the situation here. We mentioned, this is definitely not very good for these areas, obviously, because they're going to be experiencing some pretty nasty conditions overall. And like I said, this is the reason we go live, is to make sure you guys know what's going on, and to make you guys can, obviously tell your friends and family if you have anybody out in these regions here. Once again, this is for South Mexico. We are expecting some nasty hurricane conditions. They're probably already experiencing some pretty nasty conditions right now, I'd even say. Overall, I don't know if we have any buoys or anything out there. We're going to see if we have any of those. Not entirely sure. Let's see here. So, buoys. I'm not sure if we have any buoys out there. I don't think we do. No, we don't. Anyways, but, I'm sure the conditions out there are definitely really starting to get pretty gnarly overall. Let's see. Here's the current wind field. Yeah, so that's showing where that's showing where the tropical storm force winds are felt. This was as the last update too. Remember, this was a while ago. This was, a couple hours ago, and the center at the point being was right here, right around this region, and now it's the center is a lot further up, more to the north. So you can imagine. Yeah, there we go. New update has it pulling a little bit more to the west here. But yeah, no, you can imagine that core is already starting to, work its way towards that region. Up here, this is where the outer tropical storm force winds are at right now. The yellow, that's where kind of the middle, upper level tropical storm force winds. And of course, the red, that's where the hurricane force winds are, currently at. But remember, we're about to get a new update here probably in a few minutes. I believe they update at 8, or said they updated last time at 8. They update usually every 3 hours. So, should be, right around 11 o'clock, which is literally like 8 minutes away from now. So we should be able to get a new update here coming through. But yeah. Let's see. PayPal says, just got a notification for Cat 5. Yes. Like I said, yeah, this thing is forecasted. There's a very good chance this thing could already be near Cat 5 strength now. I mean, this thing is definitely, since the last update, this thing has definitely picked up a lot of strength. This system is definitely hitting pretty good right now. Oh, there we go. It is now confirmed. It is now a Category 5. Literally just just talking about that. Otis rapidly intensifies into a Category 5 hurricane. This was an update that just came out. Literally, this is the 11 o'clock update. Eastern time, anyways. So, yeah, rapidly intensifies into a Cat 5. Catastrophic damage likely where the core of the hurricane moves on shore. So, there you go. That is the new update there. We should be getting the new graphics and stuff like that here soon as well. Let's see here if I can look at the. Oh, there we go. Yeah, the wind history starts, starting to show the tropical storm force winds over there. Let's see if we can find the. There we go. There's the current wind field, estimated wind field, I should say, and you can see how still probably not experiencing hurricane force winds as of the latest update, but it's definitely getting closer. it's definitely getting a bit closer. I mean, this thing is hugging the shore right now, in which this is definitely going to be causing some really nasty, very, very nasty conditions overall. Let's see here. PayPal. Oh yeah, that's what you were just saying about the update for Cat 5. Yeah. I think my phone, wherever let's see here. Yeah, my phone hasn't updated on it yet. I mean, this thing is literally. Here, I can show you guys. I don't know if this will come up very well. Probably not. But it's saying Category 1, and it goes to Cat 2 to Cat 3 to Cat 4. I mean, I got the update that it got upgraded to a Cat 2 today at 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern. Cat 4, or sorry, Cat 2, or Cat 3, sorry, 2 hours later. And then, of course, 2 hours ago, got up to Cat 4, and now it's a Cat 5, apparently. So, this system is now a Cat 5. And, like I said, the new update confirms it, too. Otis rapidly intensifying into a Category 5, in which the new, let's see here. Let's see. We're gonna have to hop back over here real quickly. We're gonna move our way over to back to my main screen. Let's see. We're gonna turn off the where the winds were. Let's see here. The wind field. Yeah, let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of the cone here too. So it marked it was a Cat 4 right here. Here, let's go ahead and get rid of that as well. Pass track. That's what we don't want. There we go. Yeah, it's showing Cat 4. So that's the 8 o'clock update. Okay, so that was a while ago. So yeah, this still has not updated. Any webcam? I don't think so. No, I don't think this area has any webcams, unfortunately. Even if it did, it would be dark outside for one. Actually, I don't know if it's. I think it's getting dark out there. If it's not already dark. Not to mention, I'm sure their power is probably going to go out too, so it'd be a little hard to see cameras across the region here. But you know. It's getting close. It's definitely getting a lot closer here. You know, that eye wall is, you know, getting pretty close. You know, those hurricane force winds are, you know, probably like 10 to 15 miles just off the coast here. I mean, it is getting close. It actually looks like, wow, holy cow. So the last update here, the pressure was down to 941 millibars, right? The new update has this thing now down to 927 millibars. That is a big drop. That means this thing is, yeah, definitely rapidly strengthening here. It actually picked up a little bit of speed, too. It's saying north-northwest at 9 miles an hour rather than 8. So it's picked up about a mile an hour, which is, you know, doesn't sound like too much, but it is. It is definitely a big change, which means it's going to be getting closer to you know, landfall here. It's definitely getting a lot closer. But, yeah, sustained winds at this point here is, 160. You know, so the winds are constantly blowing right now at 160 by the core, right there at the eye wall. And, of course, there's going to be higher wind gusts with it. So that is, yeah. Will it go inland or back offshore? So this is expected to roll inland. It's basically just going to roll inland and just die out. Rapidly. You know, it's going to die very, very quickly, considering the fact that, you know, we have a lot of mountain ranges up here in this region, which, you know, if you know anything about tropical cyclones, they do not like the mountain ranges. They will completely, you know, just fall apart once they roll into those regions, because, you know, these systems are well organized at ground level, and so obviously whenever it comes to the point like where, you know, it starts interacting with ground level, obviously mountains are not ground level, they're, you know, higher up. It basically destabilizes these systems very rapidly and allows them to basically just fade out very, very quickly. Yeah, that is crazy. Let's see here. Cass says that's a really impressive eye. It is. It is definitely very impressive. You know, this thing is, we mentioned here, you know, it's gone from, you know, that, you know, which you can obviously see where the eye was, you know, as it's been rapidly strengthening. It's gone from that to the last scan here. Very symmetrical. Like I said, pretty much perfect circle there. Looks like an orange. But yeah, perfect circle there. This thing is, you know, definitely pretty solid. You know, this thing's been rapidly intensifying. Scott says, hi, Andrew. What's up, Scott? Hope you're doing good. Glad to have you here. Go Wes's prayers. Absolutely. Absolutely. There we go. There's the new update that just came through. So, wow. Okay, so the storm right now is sustained at 160. So it is, storm is sustained. That's constant winds right now at 160. But look at this, maximum wind gusts. That means peak winds. Like I said, peak winds here overall showing up to 195. 195 mile an hour winds there, apparently. Let's see here, 160, 195. So it's apparently supposed to remain that, remain like that until it reaches, you know, the next update. It's supposed to sustain its current strength until we approach 2 a.m. Eastern. Yeah, I'm starting to question this wobble here. Like I said, you know, this thing's forecasted to go this way. You see how it's really pulling north, it seems. I mean, obviously the cone had this thing, you know, working its way, you know, in this direction, but it's going more north. Oop, turn that off. But yeah, no, it's definitely going a lot more north than what we were, than what the cone was showing. I mean, to me, anyways, that looks like a direct north. I'm sorry, that looks like a direct north movement. Hardly see any westerly movement in that, but we'll sell. We'll see, not sell. But Acapulco here. I mean, yeah, you guys. Seriously, I hope you're prepared for this one because, like I said, this is a pretty dense populated area. I mean, there's a lot of densely populated buildings here. And, this thing is really close to those regions. This is definitely going to be very hefty, for those areas there, for sure. Let's see here. Go West, this is terrible. Everyone pray. Absolutely. Yeah, no, it's very unfortunate. And like I said, we're going to keep an eye on it for a little bit, guys. Like I said, I just wanted to be here for you guys, to let you guys know what's going on with this system here. Yeah, believe it or not, there's actually still a decent amount of uncertainty with the spaghetti models with the system. This was the last run, which was a little bit ago. And, yeah. This thing is definitely, the models are definitely still spacing out a bit, which is showing that there's a little bit of uncertainty between those models. Yeah, that's pretty interesting there. But yeah, no, those tropical storm force winds are definitely working their way in now, for sure. I wouldn't be surprised if we start seeing some hurricane force winds here soon, if not already. I mean, this thing is real close. Real close. I mean, like I said, the core, the eye wall there is, really, really getting close to land there. Let's see, last update here, that eye wall was about 20 miles off the coast, moving at around 10 miles an hour. So this thing will be here in about an hour or two. So it's going to be making that landfall here very, very soon. But the hurricane force winds, they're going to be there a lot sooner, obviously. Considering that, once it makes landfall, obviously, the hurricane force winds don't just happen at the inner eye wall. They actually extend out a little bit. So, we're getting close to hurricane force winds. If not already. Definitely if not already. But like I said, this thing is forecasted to, rapidly weaken as it works its way out there to the, as it pulls its way across the coast here. Reason we've mentioned is because of the terrain. Those mountain ranges out there causes these systems to rapidly unfold and to rapidly just, disintegrate overall. Which will be good, but like I said, this thing's going to be delivering a good amount of rainfall, and we actually looked. Some areas are going to be actually seeing over 10 inches of rainfall, with the system right around where the core is. Depending on where this thing makes landfall, the forecasted amounts is expected over, right around 10 inches according to some of the models here, which, yeah, that's definitely quite a bit. We're going to hop you guys over here to the models, actually take a look at that a little closer here. So this is the HWRF model. This is a new run that just came out a little bit ago. So yeah, it does have it making landfall actually right around 2 a.m. Eastern time. So this would be, let's see here. So there'll be 1 a.m. Central, Mountain Time, midnight, and 11 p.m. Pacific. So right around 11 p.m. Pacific, this thing's going to be making landfall or getting close. But, it's definitely a good possibility it could do that a little sooner. Yeah, considering that, that town we were talking about is right here. Acapulco, I think that is... it's right in there. It's literally right in that region. Whenever it comes to, let's see here. Like I said, the precipitation and stuff like that. I don't know if I can pull that up here. Yeah, I can't pull up precipitation for this in particular model. But yeah, no, this thing is going to be, making that landfall around that time. Let's see here. We got HAFS. Here's another model. Pretty much all saying the same thing here. Landfall right around the same time, which is in about 2 to 3 hours or so. That's kind of what's forecasted. It's whenever the landfall process is going to really start. That's like whenever the inner core of the storm, which I'll go ahead and show you, which is this part right in here. That's the inner core. That's when that inner core is going to be touching land here. That's to say, the models are actually showing this thing curving to the west here. Kind of to the northwest overall, and going around this region. But like I said, I mean, the latest latest satellite imagery for the last little bit, I mean, this thing's been pulling a lot further north, than what these, what the models have been saying and stuff. I mean, from what it looks like, I mean, there's a slight west component, but it's pretty much mostly moving north. I mean, you can literally see it for yourself. I think it's pretty much driving to the north here for the most part. Go West says, thank you for the information. You're very welcome. What are the winds right now for I don't think there's any station. Yeah, unfortunately, some of these places don't really have good, observations or anything like that. Let's see here. Okay, there's a mission they did in the Otis a little bit ago. Yeah, there's no Hurricane Hunter aircraft either in the storm right now. But let's see here. So when it comes to Otis, let's see. This is what we got going on. So this was updated a while ago. This was at 03 Zulu. So this was at literally, like a few minutes ago. The winds aren't terribly too strong right now. But, because the system is very compacted, as we mentioned. The system is, very compacted. It's not very, it's not too much of a large system. It's a very small area of these strong winds, so it's gonna get in and out real quick, essentially. Let's see here. This hurricane kind of made a weird turn when it became a Cat 5. Cat 2. Yeah, no, I've been watching it. It's definitely been wobbling quite a bit here. See, I know the focus is on Mexico right now, but we're going to have close to freezing temperatures next week in west central Texas. Will this hurricane bring any crazy weather to us? No, it shouldn't. Yeah, there is a situation we need to watch out, though, for the U.S. That's the winter system that's actually popping off there. I think the beginning of it is already starting to occur. Let's see here. Yeah. There it is. I'm gonna bring you guys over here real quickly. A little bit of an off-topic thing, but that low pressure system we were talking about on the update videos and stuff. Got a big low pressure system right now, driving tons of precipitation across the upper northwest, and this is actually gonna be bringing a lot of snow for places out there in the upper northwest. Really even in the northern plains too. It's a lot of these regions we got to look out there for. And since we're on the subject, real quickly, we'll get back to the hurricane here in a minute. But since we're on the subject right now, I might as well show you guys the totals here from the latest snowfall accumulations. So this is the expected amount overall. We are expecting a good amount across those upper elevations there of Oregon into Washington State. Montana is going to be getting it. So where you see this yellow, that's right around the region where we're going to be seeing, nearly a foot in some of those regions there. Across portions like, North Dakota, out there by Williston, possibly near a foot as well, could be out there. Bismarck, maybe around, half a foot maybe. But yeah, I mean, this is our first winter system of the year across the U.S. So this is going to be our first one we need to be paying attention to. But we'll be paying more attention to that over the next day or so. But right now, like I said, let's just pay attention to what's going on here in the tropical world, with Otis, since Otis is kind of the biggest concern right now. But that's that. Let's see here. Thanks, man. Have a good night. Looks like about home time, millions of Montana. Gonna get hammered this winter storm. Yep, you're definitely gonna get hit pretty good by it, and so definitely watch out there for it and be safe, for sure. But all right, let's go ahead and hop back over here, y'all. Back to the hurricane. Like I said, it's definitely getting real close here. This thing very well could make a near. Oh, look at that. That just updated. Yeah, this thing's definitely updated a lot. Did you see that cone change, or that forecast track just change? Yeah, it went from far northwest to now further up north. Yeah, it looks like a near direct landfall at Acapulco here. Is going to be a thing there. So we'll see. I mean, it still has to shift a lot to the west here in order to make a direct landfall where the center cone has it, or the center forecast line has it. I mean, it's going to have to like ricochet and turn a pretty solid angle here. Let's see here. Montana's a really bad spot for snow. Yeah, for sure. Even at with that snowstorm we were talking about, for this time of the year, it's pretty rare to get something that big. I mean, it's a pretty hefty storm, for sure. Let's see here. So by 8 a.m. tomorrow, this is Eastern time, by the way, y'all. 8 o'clock a.m. Eastern tomorrow. They have the storm still remaining pretty much intact here. with sustained winds of 120 with gusts up to 150 overall. And of course, this thing continues tracking northwest. See, wind speed sustained at 50 with gusts up to 65. So it'll be tropical storm status. Yeah, so this time tomorrow, it'll be in the tropical storm status. So it's going to be downgraded from a Cat 5 to a tropical storm in less than 24 hours. Which, I mean, it basically strengthened in less than 24 hours, too, from like a, I think from a Cat 1 to a Cat 5. I mean, like I said, right now it's a Cat 5. This thing is... really blew my mind and how fast this thing is really kicked up here. I mean, it is absolutely crazy. Yep, there's that new update there coming in from the Hurricane Center. Yeah, the tropical storm force winds are definitely approaching those regions now. Acapulco should be experiencing tropical storm force winds around this point. Hurricane conditions soon to follow, probably within the next 1 or 2 hours. So we'll see. What website is that? This is the National Hurricane Center's page. Yeah, nhc.noaa.gov. Right there. That's the website. But yeah, wind speeds here. Yeah, definitely. Here's the probability of tropical storm force. I mean, pretty much straight given at this point, considering the size or the strength, I should say, of the storm right now. It's pretty much expected. Hurricane force winds. Yeah. 100% basically across that area. Nothing new, honestly. Pretty much stuff we've already talked about, but yeah, this thing's getting closer, guys. Definitely, if you don't have a plan in place here, you better do something quick, because this thing's right at your doorstep now. This thing is approaching you very quickly. Let's see here. How far is it from land now? So this thing's been kind of tracking. Let's see here. So it's been moving in around this. Right around this angle. So the system, the eye wall is like right in here. And the eye wall is about 20 miles, definitely. So it's about 20 miles away from the core, the inner core, I should say, the inner eye wall, which that's the most ferocious part of the storm, is right in. Let's see here. Yeah, right in this area here. That's where you experience the heaviest, the strongest winds, heaviest rain, usually. What's causing the storm to change directions like it did? These storms typically like to wobble. It's usually caused by a little push of air. In this case, probably a slight push to the north or slight push to the east here. To keep it, because obviously, the Hurricane Center had this thing forecast. I mean, this is not that big of a distance, honestly. This is, pretty short range overall. But yeah, these systems do wobble. They're never going to drive a perfect straight line. They never will, unless you have like a storm that's moving so fast. It just, it can do it in that case sometimes, but this thing's only moving like 8-9 miles an hour, and it's bound to wobble a bit. But wobbling to this extent here, it's definitely been pulling north a bit. See, it's tracking more west now. Yeah, I did see that. Yeah, last update, it looks like it is pulling a little bit more to the west here. But let's see how that continues. I mean, like I said, if that continues tracking more west, honestly, in the favor of Acapulco here, I would honestly want to have the storm travel more north. Because, this system goes right over that region. Part of the nastiest part of the storm here is in that, that eastern eye wall. That's where a lot of the nastiest parts of the storm is. And so if that core, goes right over that city there, that's going to be some very strong winds. Like I said, they have this thing forecasted to be right up to around 195 miles an hour. Gusts, I should say, what the winds could get up to. Pretty crazy, honestly. I haven't seen a Category 5 landfall in a bit. Probably going to cost billions of dollars. It's going to cost a lot, I'm sure. Hopefully this storm is not as bad as what it seems to be, but like I said, it's definitely it's a beast, and it is now officially a Cat 5. Like I said, they just updated that here a couple minutes ago, about 15 minutes ago or so. They updated it to now be a Cat 5. But like I said, just the rate at how quickly this system has like literally intensified is absolutely crazy. Let's see. I was gonna go cliff diving tonight. Should I cancel? Says Marco. Well, it depends on where you're at. If you're in Acapulco, then definitely yes. Let's see here. Joshua says, any chance of it hitting the U.S.? No, absolutely not. No, the system. So here's the United States here. So what's going to happen is this system's going to dig its way into the mountain ranges, which these systems don't do very well at all in the mountain ranges. So it's going to quickly fall apart over the next 24 hours. Like I said, at this point tomorrow, it should be a tropical storm. Knocking down 5 categories by this time tomorrow. Shouldn't be too crazy. And even then, it's just going to pretty much fade out. It's definitely far away from the U.S. for one. And, of course, the system's going to be, pretty much just on its way out for the most part. For example, here, by tomorrow morning, this is Eastern time, by the way, 8 o'clock Eastern. So this will be, 5 o'clock Pacific, I believe? See, 7 Central, 6 Mountain, 5 a.m. Pacific. So 5 a.m. Pacific time, this thing's going to be a Cat 3. So that's it's a little bit a ways away, but at that point, 120 sustained with gusts up to 150, which that's still a pretty beast of a storm. And of course, by the evening, this thing's actually gonna be slowing down a bit, because in a 12-hour span. On the forecast map here, within 12 hours, a half a day, the distance between the 2 points, it only shows it traveling about 55 miles in about, 12 hours, which that is slow. So that's actually a problem. That's going to be a problem for rainfall because, the system's going to be driving a lot of rain. Right at that point of landfall, the models were suggesting is over 10 inches of rainfall in some areas, which that's going to be causing a bunch of flooding, especially in those valleys. We were talking how this thing's rolling its way across the mountain ranges, across those valleys. This is going to be a big pain for flooding. So not to mention with it slowing down too, all that remaining moisture is just going to fall into the mountains and cause a lot of flooding out there, a lot of probably even some landslides, I'd even say too. Let's see here. Acapulco is a huge tour destination. Hopefully they have evacuated. Hopefully. Yeah, like I said, it seems like a pretty densely populated area too. You could see, there's a lot of buildings over in there. You zoom in just a little bit, it's pretty populated, especially out there by the bay. You could see how it's, doesn't seem like a, low populated area. Actually, let me look this up and see. Let's see here. So they're popular. Wow. No way. Apparently their population's over 1 million. There's no way. Are you serious? It's that big? Wow. So yeah, this place, this thing has like skyscrapers. Yeah, I wasn't expecting to be like a city like this. That's what the city looks like. That is, that's not something to play around with. That is a beautiful area. That image, you can see the mountain ranges right off of it. So luckily those mountains should help a bit in theory. Depends on where it's at. Those mountains should help provide some protection from those winds, hopefully. Obviously they're still going to get really nasty conditions, catastrophic conditions likely. But that's a pretty nice city. It looks like. Like I said, hopefully they don't sustain too much damage from that. Let's see. Mexico's been hit by 3 hurricanes this month. Did they? I know there was that one that hit, I believe, western Mexico as well. Interesting. Let's see here. But yeah. Oh wow, they updated. Wow, look at this. So apparently Tammy is supposed to get up to a Category 2 hurricane. That's new. That is definitely new. Holy cow. Hold on, let's go ahead and pull up the cone here. Okay, it looks like it's also tracked maybe a little bit more south. So this is just a quick little detour, you guys. So yeah, we have Hurricane Tammy. Let's see, we're gonna hop over to satellite there. But yeah, no, we got Hurricane Tammy popping off out there. Let's see. So there it is right there. Ooh, it has a little bit of an eye too, it looks like. It's been a little bit since we looked at Tammy. Tammy right now is 85 sustained with gusts up to 105. But yeah, no, this thing's forecasted now to be a Cat 2 out there in the West Atlantic overall, which that's pretty crazy. And of course, post-tropical, still in the hurricane potential strength. I mean, if you're in Bermuda, I would definitely advise watching out for this here, because you're in that cone of uncertainty, so the storm could get over you if not close to you. But there you go. First, y'all heard it first here. Cat 2. Yep, this thing's forecast. Hurricane Tammy is supposed to be a Category 2 now. But definitely not as crazy as what's going on here with Otis. Yeah, this is a heck of a storm, that's for sure. Let's see here. I don't see. Do they have Otis on here? Maybe it's in. There it is. Got it. Yeah, look at that. See, the mesoscale. This has a lot more frames, so you guys can see how it's more smoother now. Do they know where it's going to make landfall? It looks like it's going to go right over Acapulco here. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely starting to steer more to the west now. I mean, look at that thing. Yeah, you can kind of see that core. It is tracking right. It's going to go right over Acapulco, isn't it? Wow. So the city's densely populated. I have family in that area. See, Mexico City like Las Vegas. Oh. So this is like Mexico's version of Las Vegas. Interesting. Yeah, like I said, apparently population's over 1 million too in this area, which is that's crazy. Like I said, I hope they've got a lot of warning with this system here. This is definitely going to be hitting pretty hard. Like I said, Category 5 right now. Sustained winds of 160. Like I said, y'all, with gusts getting up to 195. Wind gusts up to 195. With wind sustained at 160. That is very unfortunate. Let's see. We're going to bring up the models again here in a minute, y'all. I want to go ahead and hop back over here to the models. Some of them we have not looked at, which we need to. At least I need to, which I'll bring you guys along for it. Yeah, because these models are very important for us. All right, I'm going to bring you all over here. Let's go take a look at the models. So HAFS. Wait, that's Tammy. Yeah, we don't look at Tammy right now. There we go. HWRF. Yeah, I mean, look how quickly that system just falls apart here. I mean, this system's expected to be completely gone by tomorrow. Like tomorrow evening, it looks like. Let's see here. Can I find a live? I'm considering how populated this area is, I would not be surprised if I can actually find one. Let's see if I can find a camera real quickly. Let's see. Yeah, I might be able to find a. Might be able to. Let's see here. Maybe that one's not on there. Yeah, that would be very interesting. It looks like a lot of the cameras are offline. Unfortunately, the ones I'm trying to find, it looks like they're offline. Let's see here. Maybe I can find another one. Yeah, this one's. Unfortunately, yeah, that one's not working. Well, it didn't look like I have any cameras, y'all. Unfortunately. I'm going to try one more. Yeah. Oh, well. I tried. I tried to find one for you guys. Yeah, not to mention it's dark out here, too. So it'd be a little hard. Plus, not to mention power is probably going to go here if it's not already. I mean, because, you know, they're definitely already starting to experience some heavy stuff right now. You know, I'm sure they're actually rolling into that tropical storm status at the current moment. Oh my gosh. Look over that way. Okay, look at that second column. I'm pointing directly at it. You see that? Here, I can just zoom in and out on it so you guys can see. This one right here. Look how much of a pinhole eye that thing has. Man, I know you can see it on this satellite view, but oh my gosh, dude. Yeah, that is absolutely crazy. Let's see here. I'm still trying to find a live. Oh, here we go. Y'all. I may have found one. Possibly. Hold on. There we go. Alright. I don't know. This should be it. Yeah, the power's still on there. It just looks very rainy. Yeah, like I said, there's really not much we're going to be able to see on these cameras, y'all. Unfortunately. Now, if this was taking place during the daytime, that would be something else. But yeah, that's what's going on there. Yeah, hopefully, like I said, hopefully everyone's prepared for it. I'm sure the people who are here know what's going on. I would hope so. See, it's lit up. Lights in the buildings. Yeah. Let's see here. Okay, so yeah, once again, this thing's gonna be rapidly dying out here. Like I said, by tomorrow morning, right around 8 o'clock a.m. Eastern, which we found out was right around 5 a.m. Pacific. The storm's still going to be pretty hefty. You know, we're still talking, you know, sustained of 120 with gusts up to 150 here. You know, we're still talking pretty hefty. Let's see here. Let me try this, what you're saying here. Yeah, hopefully we'll get some, I see what you're talking about. That is a great camera. Thanks for that, Uber. Yeah, this is a better view, it looks like. Holy cow. I appreciate that. Yeah, that'll definitely help out. Well, look at those. That's going in pretty far. See, I'm not exactly sure how far the you know, I'm not exactly sure how far the tide should be for this time, but it is definitely yeah, definitely pretty wavy out there. You can see just how much force it looks like. You know, you can see of that withdrawal pulling back. Yeah, there better not be anybody out on those beaches. I'll tell you what, that would be a heck of a bad time if there was. Let's see here. I feel like I had a. I can do something for y'all. Hold on a minute. We're gonna do something, you guys. Give me 1 second. This is gonna be very nice for all of us. Just gonna, you know, edit that. Boom. There you go. Perfect. We'll move this out of the way too, so it's not in the way. Perfect. All right. So there we go. So that'll give us some live feed of what's going on there. See, it's rising. Oh yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, no, that sea level is going to get pretty high up there. You know, especially if we're expecting winds up there of like, you know, potentially gusts up to 195. Yeah, we're going to be seeing some pretty gnarly wave heights. That's for sure. See, I think I can 3D. Yeah, I think I can 3D that. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, look at that 3D view. That is absolutely crazy. Look at that. That thing's a cone. Yeah, that eye is very symmetrical now. I mean, it is beautiful. Let's see here. Yeah, a lot of the visibles. Yeah, so it's definitely night there, as you can probably tell. But let's see here. So there's no way I can look at the visible satellite. Wow, look at that. Lower level water vapor satellite. That is absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, I mean the city's literally right there. I mean this thing is like right next to it. The thing's a beast. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and measure the width real quickly. I want to see how big the eye wall is, or the eye is, I should say. Yeah, that eye is apparently only like 17 miles across from the southwest to the northeast quadrant. From the northwest to the southeast quadrant, it's about 18 and a half. So it's fairly symmetrical. Let's see here. There we go. Let's see. What time is it gonna make landfall? Probably in about an hour or two. Honestly, you know, at the rate it's going, it's probably getting close. You know, this thing's probably, you know, from the looks of it here. I mean, this thing's definitely been working its way more to the west here over the last little bit. Yeah, this thing's definitely been pulling more to the west overall. Like I said, it was pulling north there for a while, and you can see it's actually starting to, you know, to curve a bit. I mean, this thing is going to get close, if not right over there. Wasn't it not projected to be a landfall 2 days ago? I don't believe so. Yeah, I honestly, I really wasn't paying too much attention to the system until it like really started blowing up. I mean, because you know, I do know this thing was not forecasted to be this strong. I can tell you that one. It was definitely not forecasted to be, but you know, the environmental conditions were just such in line. You know, all the ingredients were in place. You know, no wind shear, a lot of moisture, and some really warm surface temperatures of the ocean contributed to this and allowed it for the system to really blow up quickly. Yeah, it's definitely a beast of a hurricane, that's for sure. Probably, yeah, definitely one of the biggest of the season we've seen. I mean, that is beautifully scary. Surge is gonna be astronomical. Oh yeah, the surging is gonna be very bad. Definitely. Let's see here. I'm going to do something real quickly, you guys. Actually, let me go ahead and just bring this over here for a minute, y'all. I'll bring back up the camera. There you go. Yeah, I need this browser free so I can look up the surges and stuff like that. I don't know if there's any surges available, any surge forecasts available. What I can do is I can look up the models and see what they're suggesting surges could be. So bear with me for a second, y'all. Yeah, I'm really curious to see how big these surges are going to get, you know, especially if you have wind gusts up to around 195, which is in the forecast. I mean, like I said, right now it's estimated at the current moment to have winds sustained at 195 with, you know, or sorry, winds gusting up to 195 with sustained at 160. But still, that is still absolutely crazy. Well, let's see here. So we got, need to work myself down to the southwestern America here. There we go. Perfect. So according to the wave heights here, I mean, yeah, we're talking well over 25 foot, apparently. Over 25 foot waves, or sorry, surging seems possible. That's just a model here. That's showing significant wave height. But yeah, that is ridiculous. Yeah, the ECMWF is not the European model, anyways. Is not showing as much, but it's, you know, we're talking probably 20 to 25 foot. You know, seems to be a good thing. Oh my gosh, you can actually see the rip currents happening already. Wow. So y'all, look at this. I'm gonna full screen this for y'all. So if you look closely, these areas right in there, those turn into rip currents. So you see how they're kind of grouped up in a few areas here. Yeah, the waves are not. Yeah, wow, look at that wave pattern. That is literally gonna be like, yeah, right in there. Those are the rip currents. Yeah, once it starts withdrawing back, yeah, that's gonna keep you out. Oh yeah, look at the white caps out there. Ooh, yeah, that's starting to get pretty bad. I mean, I'm pretty sure even since we started watching this live stream here, this camera here, Like, I am pretty sure it was a lot lower than it is now. I mean, this thing is like right up near the city here. That is absolutely ridiculous. That's crazy. I mean, shoot, this thing's getting close. But let's see. So yeah, current satellite view, it's back in the cone for the most part. It definitely has picked up a bit more of a westerly trajectory. You know, at one point it was going directly, pretty much directly north. Now it's definitely started steering more. It looks like that that center of the storm is going to go right over there. You know, the thing's going to go right over Acapulco here. I think that's how you say that city. I could be wrong, but Acapulco, maybe. You know, my Spanish is not the best, but it's going to be getting near there. It's going to be making direct landfall potentially too. And like I said, if you don't know, this is apparently a really populated place, a really big city in Mexico. And you know, we ended up looking it up there, and there was apparently starting to rain there on the camera. It's a little fuzzy, but apparently, yeah, the population's over 1 million people. So that's not going to be good. You know, I wonder how long they're going to end up having this power for. Yeah, I'm sure that power is not going to last for a while. That's for sure. Yeah, there's those rip currents. Look at that. I mean, you can like physically, literally look at the rip currents. Yeah, look right in there. That you don't want to be swimming in that. See, it's starting to pull back. That would keep you out at sea. Yeah, rip currents is a big issue, a huge issue. Oh wow, is that lightning? Wow, really? So the only time you typically see lightning in a hurricane or a tropical system is if there is rapid intensification going on, and obviously there has been with this system. But that was lightning. Holy cow! And yeah, that's getting near the core. That is unbelievable. Let's see here, no time to evacuate. Yeah, this was kind of like a last minute thing, from what I understand. Like I said, I honestly, being honest, I was not really watching the system too much because, you know, mostly I pay attention in the Atlantic and the U.S. alone. But yeah, this is just one of those situations where you got to cover it no matter what. But yeah, look at that. That is absolutely crazy. All right, we're going to hop back over here. We're going to keep the camera up in the top right, y'all, so you guys can still see it. Let's see here. Hey, Andrew, geez, prayers up to peace. What's up, Rainbow? Hope you're doing good. Let's see. I'm going to measure from the... Okay, we're going to measure from the center of the eye to that city here. It's apparently about 45 miles out. The eye, the center. Let's see, Acapulco? This is Ragtime, maybe? See, I'm thinking 20-foot storm surge. Yeah, the models were supporting around 20 foot, it looked like. 20 to 25. That's not the official, by the way. Like I said, we don't really know what the official is. But the models are suggesting it that high. Which, I mean, I would not be surprised. You know, a storm of that magnitude here. I mean, like I said, if you guys are just now joining us, this storm right now is sustained. Constant winds of 160 miles an hour. And the wind gusts, wind gusts, what the winds get up to, is nearly 200 miles an hour at 195. Like, I mean, that is unbelievable. Yeah, I mean, this thing's still going to be a Cat 3, forecasted to still be a Cat 3 by, tomorrow morning, right around 5 a.m. Pacific. Still right around Cat 3 status. I mean, it's going to rapidly weaken. Don't get me wrong. It's going to rapidly weaken once it works its way inland, because those mountain ranges and all, like we mentioned, these storms do not like mountain ranges. They are surface-based storms. They're organized at the ground level or near sea level. And once they start reaching higher elevations, then they completely unfold, and they completely rapidly disintegrate. It's getting pretty close. It is definitely getting a lot closer. I mean, look, those waves, you can literally see the pullback here. That's like straight up rip currents right there. I mean, literally, it is very visible to see these rip currents here. I mean, Yeah, plus the white caps you can actually start to see out there in the, those people that you can start to see out there in the water. I believe those are white caps anyways. They're kind of sitting there, though. Are those like boats? What are those? There's no way those are boats. What is that? Yeah, look at that. Big waves. Big, big waves. Oh, yeah, look at that. So that's the dry sand, and you can actually see how the water is going up over that. So wave height's definitely increasing. So, yeah, that line there, that's the wet sand, that's the dry sand. So the waves are already getting a lot closer. Man. Yeah, that is something else. So yeah, we'll keep an eye on that camera there. We'll continue to watch and see what's going on there. If you don't know, that's right here. The camera is somewhere over there. I believe it might even be this building here. Yeah, it makes sense. It's looking at this cove area here that you can actually see it on the camera right now. See how it goes around? That's where it's looking at. And the core of the storm is right there. So... let's see here. They are rocks. Oh! Didn't think about that. Could be. Yeah, I'm not used to this area here, but yeah, they're stationary. I don't think those are white caps. I think those are some solid objects. They're definitely not boats. At least I hope not. Yeah, I'm sure they got all those boats tied up. Gaming says landfall in an hour. Honestly, it's actually getting pretty close to landfall now, technically. I mean, look at that. It is right up on shore. Holy cow, dude. Yeah, that is unbelievable. Yeah, look at this. So, obviously the city we're watching is over here. Yeah, that eye wall is like right on that coast there, just to the the south. Interesting. Yeah, that's getting real close. I'm sure they're definitely experiencing some pretty nasty conditions. Let's see, is this any major area? Yeah, some of these town names you guys can see. Except my Spanish is not good, so. But yep, it's definitely getting closer. Their airport is on the shore. Yeah, actually, I think it is. Let's see, wasn't it? It was somewhere around here. Oh, there it is. I think it's up here, right? Yeah, there's one of the airports there. At least I think that's the only one. Oh yeah, there's another one right there. Yep, that's the main one, I think. Yeah, that. Would you think they're canceling flights? I would definitely say so. Let's see here. Wow. See here, Todd says finally different news than war. Yeah, we don't cover that stuff on here. We just cover the weather here. But it's definitely getting a lot closer, that's for sure. A lot more of a westerly trajectory, especially from the last little bit. I'm actually going to load the past 100 frames here, y'all. So let's go ahead and load this. So, yeah, there we go. This is the last 100 frames of the system here. So you can see how it was tracking pretty much north. Yeah, it's definitely... Look at that. So it's gone there. Pulling north. Now it's definitely going a lot more to the west here. There was another lightning strike. I don't know if you all saw that on that camera. It lit up blue for a minute. And, yep. Oh, wow, dude. They are boats, aren't they? Yeah, J. Krause says they're boats. They are boats. Are those little sails on them, too? Hold on, we're gonna maximize this again. I think those are boats, actually. Either that or they could be buoys. They could be buoys. I don't know. Hope they're not boats. But yeah, look at the waves here. They're going right over that dry sand like it's nothing. So those wave heights are definitely getting a lot bigger. See, that angle of approach is probably going to be the worst case scenario. Yeah, it's probably not going to be too good. Velocity says, where's it about to hit? It's about to hit Acapulco. I think that's, like I said, I know that's not right, but it's a very populated area here in Mexico. I think it's Acapulco, maybe. But yeah, no, it's in South Mexico. Let's see here. Lost power outage in Mexico. That's not good. Alex, are you in Mexico right now? Obviously, if you're in this, be careful, my friend. That goes to all of you guys out there. If you know anybody in the system, if you know anybody who's like experiencing this or expected to, like I said, you guys got my prayers. I'm going to be praying out for you guys seriously, because this is some heavy weather stuff here. This is something you don't see every day. Like I said, big old Category 5 hurricane. About to make landfall here in about an hour or so, I'd say. Yeah, those waves are getting pretty close to that line. Let's see here. Really angry waves. The coastlines, yes, for sure. Yeah, like I said, like we've been watching there on that camera there. The wet sand is constantly being overcome. So that's a good sign that the waves are getting a lot higher, from that dry and that wet sand line constantly being pushed over, like almost every wave that comes through. So, the waves are definitely getting pretty hefty. Not to mention, you can see those big, those white areas there. That's where rip currents and stuff like that would be. You definitely don't want to be out in that, which I hope you guys are taking this thing seriously, because, this, oh yeah, look at that. Wow, dude. Water has some amazing force. Sure does. Here, look at this. Dude, look at those waves now. Yeah, watch that line. You see how that dry sand is being... Look at that. So the next time that wave comes through, pay attention to this. So there's that line right there, between the wet sand and the dry sand. Look at that. It's overtaking it like nothing. Yeah, continue. It's going pretty far up there, too, from that last wave. I mean, it's just constantly, that swelling is really starting to pop off here, which is absolutely crazy. Yeah, look at that. There it goes again. Already beating it, that last wave there. Let's see here. Let's see, virtually out of nowhere, hitting the city of 1 million people, says Richard. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, just how quick everything just blew up instantly. I mean, this thing literally 24 hours ago, I think this thing was only like a Category 1. And now it's a Cat 5, which is crazy. Let's see here. Ryan coming in with a donation. Thank you so much, Ryan. Very sweet of you, saying, am I staying up for the landfall? I wasn't planning on it, but I think I am. Yeah, I think I'm going to turn this into coverage. I wasn't planning on it, but I didn't, as I started looking more into this, the situation has gotten very serious out here. So I'm going to stay as long as I can, for sure. I mean, we've already been live over an hour here, so I'm probably going to push until, something really starts to kick off here, probably to total landfall. So we'll be here for a while. We're not going anywhere anytime soon. All right, we're going to hop back to satellite here, y'all. But yeah, definitely a lot more of a westerly trajectory here now. Let's see here. Yeah, once again, wave heights. Potential wave height could be 20 to 25 foot, it looks like. Is it going to be very, very bad? Yeah, it could be. It's definitely forecasted to be not very good. We're talking potential catastrophic conditions in Acapulco here. He said, my uncle lives there. Yeah. Your uncle definitely has to watch out for that. Once again, Ryan, thank you so much, dude, for helping us out. That is greatly appreciated. Helps us keep going. So thank you so much, Ryan. Yeah, but let's see here. Also, definitely contact your uncle if you can, because it looks like power is obviously still on out there. So if you can contact him and let him know what's going on, I'm sure he would much appreciate it. I'm sure he probably knows what's happening, and he's looking out, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure he's definitely looking out there. Yeah, dude, those waves. Yeah, that's going pretty far inland now. I mean, it's probably like half of the distance, half the distance it was whenever we first looked at this camera here, which is absolutely crazy. Let's see here. So, let's see how far we are now. We're going to measure this. So, from the center of that city to the eye wall, which the eye wall's right about there. Yeah, from the center. So, we're about 30 miles away from that city point. But like I said, you know, it's already starting to kind of, you know, right up against the coast there. I mean, that northern eye wall there, I mean, that's only like 5 to 10 miles away. You know, that's like really, really close. They're for sure definitely experiencing those hurricane force winds. Not Acapulco yet. I mean, yeah. If you look at the winds there, just based off the palm trees, if you look at that camera, you can see how windy it is. That is definitely pretty windy out there. Yeah, watch those waves. Okay, once again, watch that dry sand and that wet sand. The wet sand's darker. Look at that. So the wave comes through. It's always much higher, so that means that obviously the sea level is rising. You know, all that swelling that we got going on. So this is basically just pushing a bunch of water inland here, which is crazy. You know, which is definitely crazy. Let's see, how fast is it traveling? Right now it's moving, I believe, at 9 miles an hour. The Hurricane Center updated it about an hour ago. Yeah, we were live when they updated that. Which it was, 9 miles an hour. Rain, show us a new house. Eventually, Rain, I will. Not right now, though. Not anytime soon. I still got to get things worked out. All right, we're gonna hop back here to Sat, y'all. I mean, look at the storm on that one of my side panels. You see that over there? You see that second panel we were talking about? I mean, look at that pinhole of an eye. You know, whenever you have a small eye like that, very compact, in a hurricane like this, that means business. That means system's definitely very, very, very nasty. Let's see here. We're gonna see if I can get a little bit closer down there. We're gonna hop y'all over here back to. Actually, we're already there. What? Wait, how are y'all up here? Oh, that's why. Let's see. We're gonna full screen this again, y'all. Back over here for a minute, but I'm actually gonna bring over the models for 1 minute, or the this program, I should say, the site. Let's see. We got Otis. So let's see. 345 update there. And the winds are the wind barbs aren't too heavy actually. That's good. So the winds apparently aren't there too heavy. Let's see here. The last spaghetti models here from the storm here, believe it or not, is still actually disagreeing. We even have a model. Yeah, we even have one of those spaghetti models just kind of saying nope, no landfall at all. But that's what's what we call an outcast. You know, you don't want to trust those ones. Yeah, all the other models has it going directly and kind of curving a bit inland. But yeah, believe it or not, there are still models that are disagreeing here to some degree overall, which is definitely interesting. But we pretty much know what's going to happen to the storm now. We don't really need too much more model support on this here anymore, considering that this thing is right on shore basically. I mean, this thing is right up on it. Let's go move back here to that. There we go. There's a camera for y'all. Leon says, nice haircut. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, definitely needed it for sure. Let's see. I think that eye is actually getting significantly smaller. So, like I said, y'all, anytime you see a tropical system and the eye gets smaller, that means the system is definitely picking up a lot of strength overall. Which, definitely got to keep an eye out there for that. Yeah, that eye is definitely getting way more compact. So, yeah, those hurricane force winds are, they're probably getting close to that city. I'm not going to lie. They're probably right up on it. Still trying to figure out what those things are. I don't know if they're rocks or what they are on that camera view. Yeah, those winds are really picking up there. You can tell by those palm trees. Just going to full screen this for y'all for a minute. Yeah, here comes some big waves. Now watch that dry sand. That wave goes right over it. No problem. So yeah, the ocean water is definitely swelling up. Wow, look at those clouds. Y'all see that? Wow, look how dark it is back there. That is actually pretty crazy. No way. Yeah, that is actually really crazy. I mean, just to see how dark it is out there, and those waves are definitely getting real rough. Let's see, I'm gonna bring y'all back over here for a minute. But yeah, let's go and switch it to the satellite view. So that's the clean infrared. I want to look at mid-level. Let's see here. Yeah, look at that thing. That thing's pretty crazy. Let's see here. Oh, we got a Venmo donation coming through. Thank you so much. This goes to Hector. Thank you so much, Hector. With a $10 Venmo support. Thank you so much, Hector. That's very sweet of you. Saying thank you. You are very welcome, my friend. You are so welcome. Like, so I'm glad to be here for y'all. Glad to cover this for everybody. But thank you so much for that. Big shout out goes to Hector. Thank you once again, dude. That is super sweet of you. Much, much appreciated. Yeah, but yeah, the water vapor really shows how small that eye is for sure. Which, you know, that's definitely crazy. See, the dry sand is going away. This is rain. It is. Yeah, this thing's unfortunately getting a lot closer to, getting a lot closer to the shore, or the city line, I'll call it. Basically the point between the, basically the point between the beach and the city. It's getting closer. You know, it'll probably be there. It'll probably be approaching those regions here soon. I mean, this thing is getting pretty close. Yeah, watch this wave here. Big waves. Huge waves. Yeah, all that dry sand is getting taken up. I mean, that is, wow, dude, that's getting real close. I mean, literally there's the side. I mean, it's not that far out from getting close to those tree line, or that tree line there. It's getting real close. Yeah, and you can see all those palm trees swaying around too. The winds are definitely picking up. I would definitely say this thing is definitely getting near, definitely getting near that hurricane strength out there. It's got to be getting close. You know, definitely I'd say mid upper level tropical storm for sure. Wow, dude, it's getting real short. So we're getting close, y'all. We're getting real close. Let's see here. Let's see. Give a like for this up-to-date coverage, says Julie. Thank you, Julie. Very sweet of you. Like I said, no matter what it is here, we're always here for you guys. I want to make sure everybody is prepared, everybody's safe. If it means me rolling on here for a couple hours and keeping you guys up to date, that potentially could save your life. I'm gonna take it. But once again, thank you so much. Let's see here. See, middle-aged woman says, we appreciate your coverage of the hurricane. Thank you so much. You're very welcome. Like I said, you guys are super welcome. It's my honor to be here for you guys. Let's see here. Yeah, that thing. Oh wow, that eye wall is actually touching the shoreline now. Not by the city, but it's getting close. Let's see. Yeah, well, this is out there by like Santo Domingo. I don't know how you say that. You guys can see it for yourself. Monte Alto, maybe. Yeah, right in that region there. That eye wall is getting right up on that location there. So, even though the eye hasn't rolled over the land yet, it's still not technically a landfall yet, but it's getting there. She's getting real close. Dude, this thing's tracking right at that city, though, too. I mean, look at that. That eye is going... Yeah, it's definitely pulled a lot. Whoa, guys, look at the camera now. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, you see those clouds up there? That's crazy. They're starting to pan down a bit. Also, dude, look how close that water is now. It's definitely getting real close. Man, oh man. Santo Domingo. I'm so sorry. I know my pronunciation's not the best. Big wave coming through. Look at this. So that dry sand, that lighter stuff, look at that getting eaten up. So that is definitely some serious swelling that's starting to occur here. And I hate to say this, but the worst isn't even here yet. They're still in that that tropical storm, low-end hurricane phase. I mean, we're talking the heaviest stuff, like right in here, right on that edge. That's where the heaviest of the winds and stuff is. How does it even have power at this point? I don't know. That's a good question. I don't think it will have power for long, though. Yeah, I definitely don't think it will have power for long, as it obviously rolls closer to these regions there. Let's go and 3D that. Yeah, there's 3D satellite, which is pretty crazy. Let's see, let me that's pretty crazy how you can do that. Looks like a tornado in there. It's the eye wall, or inside the eye there. We're gonna keep it on that one. It's a lot easier to read. Let's see here. Skyscrapers along the coastlines. All resorts backup generators running in a few. Oh, that's true. But at least you can see all those places out there, though. You see how lit up it is on that mountain. So that is, obviously they still have their power. I don't think all those are running on generators. But I do see what you're saying, though. I mean, they definitely, some of those buildings definitely do have generators to help them reserve power, or to help them with reserve. Let's see here. What's this radar called? Let's see. This is a program I use called Radar Omega. This one right here, yeah. Let's see here. Do I have wind layer? I do not, unfortunately. Yeah, a lot of these places don't have any mesonets or any weather stations here, unfortunately. All right, we're gonna hop back over here, y'all. Let's see. So yeah, we're gonna zoom in here for a minute. So like I said, Acapulco here, definitely. That camera is right in here, guys. Just to put a little bit of a reference on things. So the camera is right here, and the eye is right there. I mean, this thing is close, real close. Let's see here. Looks like a direct hit potentially. Yeah, it definitely is getting really close. This thing's either going to go right next to that city or it's going to go right over it. Honestly, this thing's been wobbling a bit lately. For a while there, it was pulling directly north, and now it's starting to move more to the west here. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the core is like right here. Yeah, it'll probably go somewhere in here, that landfall zone. It's definitely going to get real close. What's up, TRG? Let's see here, like 1 million people. Yeah, over 1 million people live there, unfortunately. I hate to say it, but they do. Yeah, there's a lot of population here, both locals and tourists. So, be one way to spend a vacation. All right, let's hop to this camera for a minute, y'all. We're gonna take a look and see what's going on here. So this is the live cam we have going through here right now. Yeah, definitely you can see, wow, dude, still I swear, every single wave that comes through, that dry sand, gets taken up. I mean, watch that dry sand. You can see the dry sand's in that, that lighter, and then the wet sand's over here. Yeah, I mean, it is getting, like, really close. I mean, when we started, the line was, like, right out here at least. I mean, at least when we started looking at this camera here. Yeah, that sea level's gone up several feet since when we started looking at this. I mean, it is probably, what, like 200 feet away from there? I mean, it's getting close. Getting real close. City's Harbor is going to funnel the surge in, unfortunately. Was that lightning back there, too? Like I said, if you see a lot of lightning in a tropical system by the eye. See, I believe that's actually pointing at the eye there. At that in particular view. So this is pointing kind of to the south. So there's those clouds right in there. That is wicked. Yeah, those clouds are moving quick. I mean, you can kind of see how fast they are moving around with the camera. But if you compare it to the land, it's absolutely crazy how fast those clouds are moving. Yeah, that is unbelievable. But like I said, guys, if you're just now tuning in, the current status of the storm right now, we're talking sustained or constant winds blowing right around 160 right now. So constant winds blowing around 160. Maximum wind gusts here getting up right to around 195. So peak winds of the storm here is around 195 miles an hour. Which is, yeah, definitely a little bit crazy for sure. Let's see. Is the wind blowing onshore or offshore? Right now, Let's see here. So right now, on these systems, I think it's actually blowing offshore. But the swelling is allowing for it to still rise. You know, obviously the system getting closer to it. Because these systems, they rotate counterclockwise, and so does the water. So actually right now the water is probably getting pulled back a little bit, but there's still the swelling motion that's happening, allowing it to go up here. But yeah, no, you know, just wait till the system, you know, this is kind of what I'm worried about here, is that once the eye, like say if it goes over here, which it's forecasted to, then all that water is going to start aiming right back into that little, you know, that little bay there, which is not going to be good. That's going to allow for even more swelling and more flooding to occur. But, you know, by that time, the system should be a bit more weaker, you know, probably around Cat 4, Cat 3 status, you know, Cat 3, Cat 4 status there at that point. So the winds could be a little bit more weaker by then. But, yeah, this eye wall, you know, honestly, I'd even say this eye wall is definitely touching that land now. Look at that. Eye wall is right on that land. Definitely. I'd say it's over the coast right now, that the eye wall. Not towards that city, though. I mean, obviously, there's still a bit of ways. They're probably just starting to get that tropical storm force. I mean, if we look at here at or probably low-end hurricane force, because if you look at the palm trees, I mean, they are definitely blowing around in the wind there. It might not seem like much, but they definitely are. Let's see, TRG 165 now? Are you serious? Did they update it? No way, dude. So according to TRG, apparently, let's see here, we're going to do, apparently the storm is now up to 165, apparently? Let's see here. Let's see, yeah, 160. I don't see that, TRG. Yeah, 160 still, it still shows for me. Central low of 927 millibars. We'll check back in a minute. See what's going on. Dude, look at those clouds, though. That's what I find crazy. Let's see here. It's high tide a little after midnight. Says Anthony. Gotcha. It's not going to help with the fact of swelling. I mean, that's getting real close to that. Yeah, you can actually see, like, the turquoise color of the water there. You know, because it's getting closer to those lights. You see that? Kind of see that greenish hue. I think that, I don't know if that was a flash of light or if that was lightning, but yeah. And those, like I said, those white areas you see here, like that is big time rip current problems. So you don't want to be out in that. Let's see here, 923 millibar, look on Twitter. Okay, let's see, let me actually, yeah, we're going to keep that camera up there for a minute, y'all. I just need to go on the Twitter and see what he is sending. Yeah, I haven't got it yet. So, but anyways, but yeah. So apparently 923 millibars. That's a what? 4 millibar drop in the last hour. That's pretty solid. That is definitely pretty solid. Yeah, this thing's definitely been kicking up here pretty good. That northern eye wall is definitely starting to. You know, starting to hit those places out there. Let's see. This is by Santo Domingo, maybe. It's definitely getting close. I want to say the beach here, the more I look at this camera, I want to say the beach is kind of like slanted a bit. I don't know if y'all can see that. It's kind of hard to look at, but there we go. TRG sending me something. Yep, estimated near 165. Let's see if I can pull this up for you. Here we go. Thank you, TRG. I appreciate the support. So there we go. So yeah, Category 5 forecasted to remain a Cat 5 throughout landfall overnight. Yeah, to be near 165 miles an hour there. Pressure 923 millibars. So it's stronger now. So we're probably getting gusts near 200. Wow, dude. Yeah, because the current, the last update here we had, you know, the 11 o'clock update here we had an hour ago. Yeah, this was showing 160. So constant winds of 160 blowing. And of course we had, you know, wind gusts up to 195. You know, we had 165. You know, there's probably an extra 5 mile an hour gusts on top of that too. So we're probably gusting near 200 potentially. Oh, See that? Whoa, hold on a minute, y'all. That little speck could be a little new area of convection popping off there. It's a bit brighter than the other colors. Shoot, I'm just really surprised at how fast, how fast the system is bringing all that water inland on that camera there. Like that is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, just look at those palm trees. I mean, they're really starting to sway too. I mean, that's probably about 150 foot, roughly. Let's see here. Pray these hurricanes won't wipe out these homes. I hope not. The good news is that these areas up here are very high up. They're very high up. Obviously, the waves are not going to get that high, which is good. Considering that, most of this place is on the side of a mountain. The only problem for those areas at that point would be winds, essentially. But, obviously for the beach, for that coastline and areas near it, that's where the problem comes to be, a surging issue, problem with, swelling of the ocean. That's where that problem comes to be. Yeah, look at all those rip currents there, y'all. Anytime you see those white, it's basically the water coming back in, and that'll easily drag you under. So don't want to be out on the beach, obviously. Let's see here. Those clouds, though, oh yeah, you can't really see them over here. But when the camera panned that over to the left, you could really see. Wow, look at those waves down there now. See, landslides could be a risk. That's very true. Yeah, a lot of rain. Like we were looking at on the models. Yeah, that's the area I was talking about. So the water starts to come back in like this. Kind of like that. But yeah, no, landslides is definitely a problem too. A lot of those areas could get some serious, rain. Like I said, we were talking about it, and whenever it came to the models were actually showing that we're going to be getting, right around some areas over 10 inches potentially. Like the GFS, the ECMWF seem to support that. So I mean, there's definitely a good amount of, a good amount of rainfall on this one too. Yeah, look at those little bursts of convection happening over there, especially that new little area, new updraft there. So, still getting that inflow, still getting that warm air. So that's good for the storm, not good for the people. Yeah, this eye's been clearing out too. Look at that, very nice clear spot in the middle of it. Let's see, what coastline is this supposed to hit? I haven't heard anything off this. So this is in southern Mexico. Like I said, this is going, going to be really close to making landfall towards Acapulco here, which, for example, there's the U.S. South Mexico. So there's Mexico City. Let's see, for example, about 175 miles away from Mexico City to the southwest. Wow, dude. Yeah, you can really see the color of the water there. Look at that. It's getting really close. Is that the one near Baja? No, the Baja storm's already over with. That one already died out a while ago, a couple days ago. This is a totally different storm. And, I hate to mention this to you guys, but there's actually another storm, let's see here, that we might need to watch out for. Let's see. Yeah, there you go. Got a 50% chance of development in the next week. Out there, so that is something that we got to be, looking out there for. Is on the East Pacific overall, really solid chance. So 50% is getting up there. It's like I said, I've seen it upgraded quite a bit too. Oh my gosh, Courtney donating $50. Oh my gosh, so that is my girlfriend. You did not have to do that, Courtney. So you just gotta say thanks for everything. You're the best person I ever met. Okay, going to bed now. See ya. Go house on me. Thank you, Court. That is so sweet of you. And you're gonna get that money right back. You are. Courtney, thank you so much. That is super sweet of you. We love you, Court. Thank you. You seriously did not have to do that, Courtney. Seriously. y'all give Courtney or Arctic a big thank you. That is very, very, very sweet of you. Definitely helps me out a lot. But like I said, Court, you're going to get it right back. So thank you, Court. And you're the best as well. Let's see. All right, we're going to go back to the main screen, y'all. Let's go ahead and hop back over here. So, yeah, I'm noticing I don't see that much more wet sand because it just completely gets overtaken by those waves. Yeah, look at that. That is ridiculous. That is crazy. Let's see here. Yeah, it's definitely getting really, really close. I'm just trying to see. Yeah, look at that. So there's the wet sand there. You see it? The dry sand's over here, and obviously the waves are going right over that dry sand. So like every wave that comes through, it's basically the sea level is rising higher and higher. Wow, dude. Yeah, that is really close now. Like I said, we started watching it whenever the line was like out here. I mean, this thing has obviously gathered quite a bit of a distance here. Yeah, it's probably getting real close. Yeah, those trees are definitely starting to blow pretty well too. So Zynga says a calm before the storm. Not so calm right now, but yeah, it's definitely a bit more lighter overall, I should say, than compared to what's expected to happen here. But yeah, definitely. Like I said, guys, we're praying for y'all. Please be careful. Please be safe out there. We love y'all. I want you guys to be safe. I'm going to do whatever I can to make sure you guys are, being prepared. Here it comes. Courtney, once again, we love you. Thank you so much for that. Really appreciate it. Let's see here. Oh my gosh! Proxy coming in here with $75. Are you serious on Venmo? Proxy, thank you so much for that. That is so sweet. Oh, you guys, y'all are super sweet. I appreciate it so much, but please know you don't have to support us that much. Like, seriously, that is amazing. Just you guys being here and hanging out is enough, is all I ask for, and just, being prepared. Proxy, 75. Thank you so much, Proxy. Let's see, saying thank you to Andrew for your hard work, keeping us safe, and keeping Courtney happy. Rock on. Courtney, both you, Court, and Proxy, thank you all. That is so sweet of y'all. Proxy, much love to you, and I hope you're doing great. Like I said, you seriously did not have to do that. That is super, super sweet of you. A big shout out goes to you. Goes out to Proxy. Thank you so much, Proxy. Once again, you're super sweet. We love you, Proxy. But yeah, once again, thank you so much, Prox. Can't thank you enough. I really can't. It's just super sweet of you. But anyways, yeah, guys, like I said, definitely please continue watching this here if you live out there by Acapulco, I think. Like I said, we're going to be live here until, Landfall happens. I mean, we've already been live here nearly 2 hours, so we've been here for, most of the event overall. Let's see here. Another West Wobble. So it's been moving. It honestly looks like it's staying straight, actually. To me, anyways. Yeah, I don't really see too much of a westerly, or that wobble you're talking about. What we did see here is that the system was pulling directly north, and then it did turn quite a bit. It's going to be getting real close to Acapulco here. I mean, it's going to be probably, like, right on. Yeah, that is definitely, definitely still continuing, it looks like. I mean, that eye wall, like I said, we mentioned that eye wall is definitely, like, right on that stretch of land here. So, like I said, guys, please be careful. Let's see here. Uber says, well-deserved on the donation. You're one of the very few YouTube providing full coverage of the system, definitely more than the news outlet this time, too. Very much appreciated. Well, thank you, Uber. That's very sweet of you. I appreciate it. But like I said, y'all, you seriously do not have to do any of those donations. I mean, it's much, much appreciated. It's super sweet of you guys to do that, but like I said, it's, you know, just y'all being safe and, you know, just hanging out. Make sure you guys know the information. That's all we care about here. It is. Like I said, it's very sweet of you guys. You know, huge shout outs go to Proxy and Courtney tonight. Yep, it's continuing to go up. Yeah, that is getting pretty close here. And you know what I'm a little nervous about is I don't think the people that live here had much of a warning for the system, because this thing just kind of popped out of the blue and just kind of, you know, blew up quickly, I should say. I mean, literally 2 days ago, I think this thing was a tropical depression. I mean, this thing was hardly anything. You know, this system was hardly anything at that time. I wish we had a radar, though. I don't think... Let's see here. I don't think Mexico has a weather radar. Could be wrong. Oh, wait a minute. Let's see. MXAC. I think that's the radar site. Hold on, we might have something. Can I... Let's see here. I don't know if radar reaches out there. I'm trying to look. Maybe. Yep. Man, I was looking to see. I was hoping I did. But apparently, yeah, there's no radars available out there, unfortunately. Okay, we're just going to have to stick with our satellite view we got going on here. Let's see here. All right, we're going to hop back here. We have mesoscale 1, and we're going to turn to... Yeah, I like using the clean infrared. Let's see here. Maybe it was 2. Uh-oh, what am I doing wrong here? Oh, there we go. It's like, wait a minute, what's going on here? Let's see here. Yeah, so that northern eye wall is there. Let's see, how far is that? So, okay, we're about 30 miles away from the main city here, guys. So that's where the eye wall is about 30 miles, 32 miles or so, roughly, to that area. So let's see here. Wormy coming in with a $2 super chat saying good coverage. Thanks. You're very welcome. Thank you so much, Wormy. That is very sweet of you. Much appreciated. Thank you, Wormy. That's very sweet of you. Like I said, guys, right now, if you guys are wondering, you know, the current vitals of the storm right now, we're talking sustained winds, so constant winds of right around 160. So, you know, sustained winds, constant winds blowing around 160, with gusts getting up to 195 potentially. You know, like I said, they actually updated this a minute ago. I forgot to tell y'all. That thing that TRG sent us. Actually, the winds have been upgraded to 165 sustained with gusts up to nearly 200, it looks like. But once again, Wormy, thank you so much. But yeah, no, we're gusting near 200 now, which is insane. Absolutely insane. So, like I said, I hope you guys please be very careful with the storm here. Hopefully a lot of people you know, left this area here. I'm trying to see if I can find an Acapulco radar. Doesn't look like it. Let's see here. Dom says worse is hitting South Mexico by a really populated city called Acapulco. I think it's, yeah, that's what I'm calling it. I think it's Acapulco. But population here is 1 million. Yeah, about 1 million people here, which is not good at all. I mean, it is the eye is going to be getting real close, if not right over Acapulco there. Let's see here. Becky says, well done. Thank you. Appreciate it. You guys are very sweet. I love y'all. Like I said, we'll get through this together, guys. You know, we'll make sure y'all are, you know, staying up to date with the latest info and stuff. Like I said, we've been here covering this for about 2 hours. I was not planning on doing a coverage until I really seen what was starting to happen here. And I'm like, instant, I need to get coverage down here for a while tonight. So, yeah, dude, look at those waves. Yeah, so those areas there, that's where the rip currents are. That will pull you back into the water. So anytime you see stuff like that, I would definitely not go in it. And if you do get yourself caught out in the rip current, you got to swim parallel to the coast. So slightly like that. You know, you got to work your way there. Let's see here. When is landfall? Probably about an hour or two. I'm still thinking. Yeah, it's still a little bit of ways, but we are starting to see the, like I was mentioning, we are starting to see the eye wall. That the outer band here, or the inner bands, I should say, the most inner band, the eye wall, starting to impact portions of the coast there, out by these regions. San Jose, Guatemala, out there. That's one area. But yeah, those regions there. But that's where the worst is. You can expect the worst conditions to be, in this area here. That's what you got to really look out for. Let's see here. Proxy says sad when a hurricane hits any landmass, but especially sad when it hits areas dependent on tourism dollars. Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, this is going to cost a lot in, damages, I'm sure. Hope not, but, with a storm of this magnitude going over this area here, it's not good. But yeah, you're right, Proxy. Mexico really, I believe Mexico is like one of those main, they profit mostly off of, they profit a lot off of tourists and stuff like that. In which this is one of those main tourist attractions, like you said, and obviously this is going to be taking a hit. So this is not just going to hurt these areas, but it's going to hurt probably Mexico economy too. Not good. Like I said, I hope for the best, guys. I really do. This is honestly, anytime you see this is a little scary. But hopefully it stays all right. Not as crazy. Hopefully it starts dying down. I mean, like I said, it's got those mountain ranges, which, will help kill this storm off quickly. That's the thing about tropical cyclones, is that they are developed. They're, basically mostly organized on, towards the sea level. And, obviously we have ourselves, a lot of mountain ranges that helps cut off, inflow and stuff like that to the storm, which, is good because it rapidly unfolds the storms and rapidly kind of weakens it out for the most part. But yeah. Let's see. I hope the cruise ships left. I'm sure they did. Yeah, I don't think they want their cruise ships in these regions, for sure. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of the boats that are around here tucked away. Hopefully. Yeah, whoever said rocks earlier, I think you're right. Those are definitely rocks out there. So that is definitely good. Let's see here. Oh my gosh, Elsa coming in here with a $20 Venmo. Thank you so much. Let's see here. I think I'm saying it right. Elsa, thank you so much. Coming in with a $20 Venmo, saying thanks for the broadcast on this. Worry for my family. First of all, you're very welcome, and like I said, I hope that everything goes out all right with it. Like I said, it's kind of a scary storm, but we'll walk you through this here. It goes to all of you guys out there. But thank you so much for that support. That is super, super sweet of you. That is much appreciated. And just know you definitely don't have to do that. That is very, very sweet. So thank you so much once again, Elsa. Let's see here. I want to make sure that I did the donation right because I didn't get a message confirmation. Yeah, you did it right. Thank you so much. Once again, you seriously did not have to do that. See, Tammy says, watching from Florida. I'm terrified for those people. May they all stay safe. Absolutely. Yep. I'm streaming from Florida, actually. It's where I'm at, yeah. But, no, I agree. Especially, a massive hurricane. Like I said, we're talking a Category 5 hurricane here. Making landfall near a 1 million population city here? That's not good. Let's see here. Proxy, thank you so much. Proxy upgraded to Category 4. Thank you, Proxy. That is so sweet of you. Proxy coming up to support. All of you guys are super sweet. Thank you all so much for all the support. Like I said, y'all definitely know you don't have to do that, okay? Thank you once again. Proxy, also, thank you so much. Courtney or Arctic, you guys rock. We love y'all. Thank you so much. Let's see. We're going to full screen this. Yeah, those clouds are still looking pretty crazy. It's looking pretty crazy. Let's see. Taniel as well, dude. Thank you so much, man. Welcome to Category 1 Club. Thank you, dude. Taniel, you as well. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. But yeah, those clouds are definitely starting to get pretty crazy. starting to get pretty nasty looking. Like I said, you can actually start to see the watercolor now, because of the waves, coming up close to those lights. So you can actually start to see the water, the watercolor, which it just shows you how close the water is getting to that area there. I mean, like we were showing you guys, it was out a ways before we really started, looking at this. It was out a ways, and it's definitely come in quite a bit from all that swelling. And unfortunately, like I said, the swelling is not going to be at the heaviest either right now. I mean, obviously, whenever the storm rolls through, like I said, these things rotate counterclockwise, so you can imagine all that ocean water just getting pulled up and around and slamming against the coast. The water or the winds are actually pulling away from the coast here. So, but it's just this overall swelling of the system getting closer to those areas, allowing for that the water to go up, the water level to go up. So, the worst of the swelling is probably going to be whenever the system's like starting to go over land. I mean, at this point, it's forecasted to be right in the range of Cat 3, still sustained of around 120. In which the back winds are going to start to feed into that channel there, that little bay area, which is going to allow for once the system goes over and it starts to kind of get starts to go over there, it's going to allow for those waters to really start to pour into that little channel. That camera that you guys see up there, that camera is located right in here, so you can kind of see whenever the camera pans over, you'll be able to see it, but it really kind of shows you that whole entire that little bay area, that little gulf or whatever you want to call it. It's a bay essentially. But yeah, no, it's getting close. You can actually see the eye right there. Pretty, it's cleared out quite a bit over the last bit after the last while, and you can see that the eye wall is starting to touch the coast here, unfortunately. But it's these regions out there, they're probably starting to experience. I'd say they're getting close to experiencing, if they're not already, hurricane force winds. Yeah, I mean, like I said, right now the system is a Cat 5 with sustained winds of 165. 165 mile an hour sustained winds is absolutely crazy. And, honestly, the wind gusts, like I said, is probably gusting up right around 200. The last update from the Hurricane Center we got at 11 o'clock, the last main update, was saying that, we're talking sustained winds of 160 with gusts up to 195, and now we've been pushed up to 165 sustained, so that's probably going to be up there towards 195 to 200 gusts, unfortunately. So gusts are definitely getting up pretty hefty, and I mean, look how close the water is now. I mean, that is like right on getting really close to that city line there. So, over the next hour or so, as the system does draw closer to this city here, it's going to start to get pretty ugly, unfortunately. I hope not. Hopefully it's not too bad. Hopefully it starts to die down here, which I'm hoping those mountains will do a lot to destroy the storm. Like I said, tropical systems do not like mountains. They don't like going over land, but they don't like going over mountains either. Awesome to weaken a lot quicker. It basically destabilizes their structural integrity, and it allows it to, quickly unfold, which is what we're hoping for. Is obviously what would be the best case scenario. Like I said, by tomorrow, this thing's actually slowing down, believe it or not. It's actually forecasted to slow down, as it starts rolling in through the mountains, overall. And like I said, this thing by tomorrow morning, right around 5 a.m. Pacific time, which, obviously this would be right around 8 o'clock a.m. Eastern time. So right around 5 a.m. Pacific time, this system here is going to be, still a pretty powerful hurricane. We're still talking a major hurricane, sustained winds of 120, Category 3 hurricane, with wind gusts still getting up near Cat 5 strength. Cat 5 is around 157 plus. And 150 gusts is definitely still up there, pretty good. But yeah, no. At that point, they're going to get probably some pretty big swelling, I'd say, across those regions. Let's see here. How many tourists there now? I'm not exactly sure, Jason, but we do know that there is about 1 million people that are there. Let's see. So that's a lot of people. You know, that's definitely a lot of people for you know, for a city to take with a Cat 5. I mean, that is like worst case scenario, unfortunately. You know, this is definitely something to not take lightly. I mean, this is. I mean, you could say it, but this is nearly. I mean, you might disagree with me on this, but this is about as crazy as Mother Nature can get. I mean, it can get a little more crazier, obviously. You know, more stronger, but you know, Category 5s on major cities, it gets pretty nuts. Yeah, look at those palm trees now, guys. That is really starting to crank. Yeah, those palm trees are definitely starting to go pretty good now. You know, it actually looks like the winds are moving inland, actually. Let's see, because the palm fronds here were actually pointing back for a minute. Yeah, those palm trees are definitely starting to get it pretty good. And you know, we're getting real close to that. You know, that area. Watch there. There's the wet sand. There's the dry sand. I mean, the waves overtake that. You know, that dry sand there, which is allowing it to obviously. Wow, dude, that's getting close. Let's see here. I know the city is the far end of Shawshank. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure where that's at. Let's see here. October is one of the most popular months for tourism. Oh yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, like I said, hopefully they got the warning. Hopefully, like I said, it was kind of a quick, you know, a rapid developing situation. I mean, it went from nothing to just absolute madness. I mean, this thing was not forecasted to be this strong. I mean, this thing, I don't even recall this thing expected to be anything too crazy. But it definitely defied the odds. When is landfall expected? Probably in about an hour or two. Still, you know, because it's starting to pull more to the west, so it's kind of, you know, hugging the coastline here. Yeah, so you know the core. Yeah, it's starting to move, you know, around that direction for the most part, basically northwest. It looks like, but you know the eye wall is right in here. And you can see the eye wall is already starting to make contact with land, it looks like. But yeah, it's starting to get bad out there, that's for sure. Let's see. Yeah, this is a crazy view to look at. It's that 3D view. Honestly, I don't really like the 3D views too much because they're too thick. It's hard to see what's going on. Yeah, 2D is the way to go. See here. We're gonna change over to the lower water vapor again. Yeah, you know that really shows you how tight that eye is there. I mean, compared to the hurricane size. I mean, this thing's a beast, and you know it's got a little tiny pinhole eye. I mean, you can actually see on that right panel we were talking about this guy right here. I'm zooming in and out of. I mean, look at that little pinhole eye compared to the whole entire cyclone. I mean, it is crazy. Definitely is pretty crazy. Let's see here. So much rain today, says Logan. They're going to be getting a lot of rain too. Yeah, they're forecasted to get, you know, probably over 10 inches, you know, by that landfall spot. So, what's the eye wall winds? Estimated to be right around 165 mile an hour, with the wind gusts possibly near, you know, 195 to possibly 200. Let's see here. Let's see here. Darren says, "Good day, y'all." Let's see here. Awesome work. Thank you. By the way, let's see Cat 4 Plus next to US. I did not see that, Darren. That I did not. Let's see here. There's this guy. Let's see. Oh, this is making landfall too. Oh wow, that's 110. Lola. Wow, I didn't even know about this. Yeah, I mostly pay attention to the Atlantic for the most part. Mostly pay attention to the Atlantic and the U.S. mainland. But yeah, you know, obviously this guy is an exception. Category 5 making landfall at a pretty populated city. Of course, we're going to be live for this. But no, I have not heard about that one. All right, we're going to load the last. I'm actually going to load the last 200 frames here. Let's see here. Next update. This is Dale. I don't think they're updating for a little bit now. Last update was at 11. Let's see here. Let me pull up the Hurricane Center. Yeah, the last update was 11 Eastern. Yeah, last update from that we got in here was right around 165 sustained with pressure down to 923 millibars. Let's see here. Square says, sorry if this is an ignorant question, but do a lot of people that live in the path of the hurricane, do they have infrastructure to protect themselves? Mostly, I believe, yes. From what I know about this place, I mean, it looks like it's well built. Looks like it's definitely well built. Skyscrapers, they tend to do all right, during tropical systems, from what I've seen. The houses, though, I'm not too sure about the houses. I'm sure they're probably pretty nice too. I don't know too much about this area here, honestly. But what I do know is that it's a pretty high income area, so it's probably built pretty well, and it is there's a lot of people here. That's what we do know. Let's see here. Looks like it might be a direct hit on the airport. Just east of town. So there's the airport right there. It's gonna be close. It's definitely gonna be close. Yeah, there's the last 200 frames there. Wow. Yeah, that is a crazy system here. Let's see here. Richard's saying that they're not made for tropical storms. Yeah, that's not very good. Like I said, obviously prayers goes out to those people. Hopefully they evacuated. What I don't like is the fact of how much time we didn't have to prepare for this. I mean, we didn't know it was going to be a Cat 5 until today. We didn't even know it was going to be up this strong, and yet alone a pretty powerful one too. Which is absolutely crazy. See here, flood will be very intense. It will, especially in those valleys, out there. Those valleys are gonna get it pretty good. Yep, waves are getting real close. Yeah, you can see the watercolor now. Still can see those clouds. Let's see, 4 inches of rain so far according to my rain gauge. Still raining, says Logan. Are you in this area, Logan? If you are, please be safe out there, man. Yeah, so apparently, it does look like those little white things out there. Those are rocks, I'm pretty sure. I wasn't too sure on what they were. So that's probably even breaking the waves a little bit too. Those rocks. It looks like there's a line of rocks out there, and we're still getting those pretty big waves. So, let's see here. They also have very little warning. Yeah. I heard someone say that they really didn't have time to prepare, boarding up windows and stuff either. See, Uber says it's not a high-income area. The resort skyscrapers give that illusion. Oh, okay. Yeah, like I said, I didn't know too much about this area. Let's see here. But yeah, let's see. Oh, they have the means to leave. No, not enough money, nowhere to go. Unfortunately, yeah, you're kind of right about that. That's why we just gotta, send our prayers out for them, y'all. Seriously, this is, something we gotta keep an eye out there for really closely. So yeah, the eye wall is definitely touching the northern, definitely touching there. I mean, you can even see the colors kind of lighten up there, which is indicating that the eye wall is over that specific location. So the eye wall is officially touching, the coast here. Let's see here. Skyscrapers can hopefully shelter people. Yeah, absolutely. You don't want to be on the lowest floors, though. The thing is about that, though, is with the flooding, you could get trapped in there. Which isn't good. But yeah, so Dale was saying that it's moving fast. It is. It's actually moving. They say around 9 miles an hour, which doesn't seem too fast. But since we've been covering this, it seems like it's gone by pretty quickly. It seems like it's definitely been kicking off pretty quickly. Let's see here. Square says wishing the best for people there. Absolutely. Yeah, like I said, guys, please keep them in your prayers, and we'll continue keeping an eye out there for this here. I mean, this is, once again, I was not planning on doing coverage here, but I feel like I have to. Wow, dude, those look at those palm trees now. Winds are definitely picking up out there. But what I was saying is, yeah, I have to be here for you guys because I want to make sure y'all are being safe out there, and at least somebody's covering this here, actually keeping you all informed. That's what we're here for. Let's see here. Wormy says lots of hotels. It looks like it, yeah. Yeah, no, those palm trees though are really starting to they're really starting to sway quite a bit now. So, and the storm here is, it's still a little ways away. Wow, did you all see that lightning? It's crazy. See, Silver says I'm in the eye wall. Please pray for me if I'm horrible. Silver, please be safe out there, dude. Seriously. Was that it? It was again. I'm pretty sure that was lightning. I don't think that was like power flashes or anything. Yeah, like I said, the lightning, that means, that's by the core too. That's like right there looking at the eye. And, anytime you really do have that, lightning happen there by the core, that means that there is still some intensification going on there. Let's see how far the eye wall is from the city here. So the inner eye wall, wow, okay, it's getting close. The inner eye wall is about 15 to, 15, 16, 17 miles away. Oh boy. So, yeah, it'll be there in about an hour or two. It'll actually be at the airport. Oh, the airport's actually getting real close. The airport's only like 5 miles away from the... the airport's only like 5 miles away from the eye wall there. It's getting close. Oh, I think that was a power flash. Oh, yeah, I think I just saw it down there on that light horizon, where the lights were, a big flash of power. That is not good. Yeah, those waves are starting to look a little odd, too. They're definitely starting to take that odd shape here. Yeah, this is where the rip currents are going to be. You don't want to be anywhere near that, okay? Let's see. In an hour it's going to get nuts, says Dale. Yeah. It's already starting to get crazy, compared to what we've been seeing here. Yeah, I'm a little nervous about those wind gusts. Like I said, we're talking potential wind gusts here up to possibly up to 200. We're talking sustained winds, constant winds around 165 by the eye wall, estimated to be in that field. Let's see, Taylor says the topography of the location worries me. Most homes built up hillsides, exposed to direct winds. Yeah, that's what I'm a little worried about too. Not to mention, landslides, the amount of rainfall we're going to get out of this. The system's actually forecasted to slow down. These 2 points you see here, this is for 8 o'clock a.m., so 5 a.m. Pacific. This one's for 5 p.m. Pacific, so that's 12-hour mark. This thing only moves like 50 miles in 12 hours. So all of that remaining precipitation is just going to fall in the mountains, leading through the valleys and, flood out those areas, cause, all kinds of problems for flooding too. So that's what I'm a little worried about as well. But yeah, like I said, some of the models were actually suggesting that these areas upon landfall, or where the landfall is going to be, it looks like that we're talking right around 10 inches of rainfall potentially, which is here's another flash. I didn't see that one. I was looking down. Which is, definitely crazy. Do I have any idea on how the storm surge will be? So the models, like the GFS and the ECMWF, they're supporting waves possibly up to 20 to 25 foot. It's kind of what it seems to be. Which, that is Sounds about right. Yeah, look at that. Pretty crazy. Yeah, we're getting real close to that shoreline. I mean, like I said, if you guys are just joining us, we started watching this camera when like the line was out here. So the swelling has gone up exponentially crazy, like fast. See here, it got foggy quick too. That fog you see, that's actually heavy rain, probably from one of those inner rain bands going out there. Dale says high tide. Yeah, high tide mixing in with this is not good. You get high tide and you get the swelling from the storm system in general. It's definitely going to add to some pretty tall, pretty big waves. And a lot of surging. That's a problem. What elevation am I looking at from the hills? So obviously, this is sea level. Where the water is at right now. That's sea level, 0 feet. Not sure on the hills at how high they get, but I do know that they are pretty up there, and I don't think they're going to get any of the heavy ocean water obviously up there. Their main problem up in those hills is the winds. That's what's going to really affect them. So, let's see. I'm wondering what we aren't seeing on camera. Yeah, that's true. Like I said, especially I'm a little concerned about that northern area. I mean, like I said, the eye wall is already starting to touch land here. I mean, it's already starting to make that landfall approach out there. By like some of those areas like San Jose, Guatemala, those areas, around that region too, starting to really start to feel it. Wow. Yeah, no, we're probably about 100 feet away, I'd say. Maybe. Yeah, but I'd say probably about 100, 150 foot away from the side of that city there. Like the water, it's getting closer. Like I said, yeah, hopefully the power stays up for a while, because we'd like to see what's going on here. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and full screen this again so you guys can see it. But there it is. Right there in that city. Let me see here. Yeah, see, yeah, those hills. These areas here where those people live. The main problem out there is winds. For some of those lower areas, obviously, yeah, water is going to be a problem. Todd says, is there a camera at the airport? I don't think so. Not that I know of, anyways. Let's see here. Okay, I'm going to measure from the eye itself to the city. So from the center of the eye to the center of the city, that's about 32 miles away. But, I consider it landfall once the eye wall hits the side of land. That's when I consider it landfall. Which the eye wall is very close to this area. So it's going to start getting rough here very soon. But I think the heaviest of it, the activity, is going to happen like once the once the storm gets like over in this region here. Whenever that water starts pouring right back into that gulf there, or that bay, I should say. Sorry. That's what I'm a little worried about, is that water rushing back in, because believe it or not, the water is actually pulling out a bit. It's just high tide lifting it up, and obviously the swelling from the storm getting closer, is allowing for it to pop off. But is the trek to hit it dead on? Says no, the track's been a little off lately. We've seen the system wobbling a lot. We've seen this over the last couple of hours since we've been live. It was going straight up north. It went outside the cone, and then now it's turned far back to the west. It looks like it's going pretty much northwest right now. I mean, you can see how it kind of, definitely turned a bit, from that core. It's just wobbling. It's definitely wobbling quite a bit. I wonder if the camera will give away. I hope not. Whoa, that was a big power flash. Speaking of, I think Dale jinxed us here. Wow, dude, that was a really big power flash. Did you guys see that? That was not lightning. That was definitely not lightning. That had to have been from the rain. Or, sorry, the winds, not the rain. Wow, dude. Yeah, that was over here in this area. It looks like they lost their power a bit. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure that side right here was already lit up. Seems like there's a lot of flashes happening out there. Yeah, wow, those just winds. Yeah, those palm trees, you see them down there? They're really starting to go now. They're getting close to the eye wall, so things are going to really start to pick up quite quickly. Yeah, so now we're pointing right out the Gulf. Or, sorry, I keep on saying Gulf, the bay. So the camera right now is looking this way. So the camera is like somewhere in here, and it's looking that way right now. Out. Oh, that's a big flash. Yeah, I think they're starting to lose their power, guys. So I don't know how long we're going to keep this camera for. Yeah, you know, without the eyes, it's a little hard to see what's going on. But so far, we're okay. Like I said, hopefully it stays that way for a bit. Yeah, wow, look at that. Look at those areas. Yeah, that's big rip current issues. Let's see here. Elsa says, is Cat 5 right? Yes. Yep, it is still Cat 5. Sustained winds of 165 right now, estimated to be, with gusts getting up to possibly around 200. See, Silver Animated says, why are my lights flickering? Probably because of the winds. Be safe out there, my friend. All right, we're gonna hop you all back over here. We're gonna keep that up there. So you guys can still see that, but we need to keep an eye on the satellite here too. It's getting real close. Yeah, the eye wall. Yeah, the eye wall's right over the airport right now. It actually looks like. You see that? So it's getting close. It's getting real close, y'all. I'd say probably within the hour. Yeah, probably within the hour. Let's see. What about power? How do you have access to ocean camera? So they apparently still have power for the most part, which is good. And they're still able to upload camera footage. So that's where we're just grabbing it from there. But as soon as the power goes out, then yeah, it's going to cut off. And we're not going to be able to see anymore. See, that water's rushing fast. It sure is, Dale. It really is. Yeah, it's really coming in quick. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's definitely coming up there. So there's that line getting up to right around here. I mean, that's not far off from that little barrier there. Seems like it comes in gusts, because now the palm trees aren't coming in that heavy. Or they're not really. I mean, they're still swaying a bit. Don't get me wrong, but they're not as crazy as they just were a minute ago. Ragtide, it's a little too early for people to evacuate, unfortunately, because at this point the storms are already right at their door. You don't want to risk going outside in this anymore. You just need to hunker down, and you just need to ride this out now. Yeah, it's too late for evacuations, unfortunately. I just really wish that they got more of a, like I said, I just really wish they would have got more of a warning, because this was just kind of a sudden thing that just popped off here. Rozzy says, thank you for your coverage. You're very welcome. My best friend lives, 150 miles up the coast. What are my thoughts and data there? So, you said, let's see here. I'm trying to figure out where that's at. So, up there, it's expected to rapidly lose its strength here. Trying to find exactly here. Let me see if I can pull that up for you. Let's see. I'm going to do something for you real quickly. So, is that an eye, I believe? Yeah. Here we go. Is it right in here? Oh, it's directly north. Oh, okay. So is it by Mexico City? Because if it is, yeah, there's no problems out there. Yeah, there's no issues I see out in those regions, so you should be good, or they should be good. Let's see here, Meso scale 1. All right, we got to hop back here to the satellite view. Yeah, but no, the eye wall is definitely now hitting the airport now. So next up, yeah, the eye wall, it's getting real close to that city now. Oh man, yeah, that water's starting to rush in pretty heavy too. I mean, this is looking, pretty high up too. So the waves are, definitely not to a justice of, what you think they are. I mean, there are some pretty big waves, and they're moving quick. Yeah, there's a lot of swelling, and I think most of the swelling is going to happen here once the system goes over, or goes right over this area. I think it's going to make a landfall right over that airport. I hate to say it, but I think it's going right towards that airport, y'all. I mean, look at that. If you look at the path, I mean, that's going right towards the airport there. Oh man, yeah, those winds are starting to pick up on those palm trees again too. How fast is it moving towards land? About 9 miles an hour to the northwest, to the northwest. Which, I mean, it's only a couple miles away from that area too. Yeah, most of those places. Wait. Wasn't there people with power over here? I feel like this whole mountainside was lit up. Interesting. Wow. Let's see here. Expect to lose video and power. Looks like it'll be right front quadrant, says Robert. Yeah, I'm expecting to lose it probably here soon. I mean, we've already seen a lot of power flashes here on the... we've already seen the power flashes happen all around. I mean, on both sides. We've already seen it. Let's see. Oh, there's another power flash right there. Y'all see that big bright light? That was a power flash. Oh, man. Yeah. Oh, my gosh. Look at that. That water is starting to move this way now. Holy cow. Multiple power flashes reported in the city. I have seen that, yeah. We've actually seen that. Wow. Yeah, talk about rip currents. That's a big problem right now. Which, like I said, there better not be anybody out in this right now. I mean, because you'd easily get swept away out to sea. If you're swimming in that water, if you're anywhere near that water, not a good thing. What's the forward motion in knots? I think 9 would be right around 4 knots, 4 or 5 knots. Wow. Yeah. So I mean, it's not moving too quickly, but it's right up on land though. So I mean, to land perspective, to where we're at now, yeah. Where am I finding his webcams from? Someone sent me them. Oh, there's another power flash. I don't know if y'all saw that or not. Holy cow, dude. The rip currents are nasty. They are. They are really bad. All right, we're going to hop to the full screen again so you guys can see this in a bigger picture now. We're starting to get a lot of power flashes out here. A lot of these places are really starting to lose power. So, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if we lose our camera here eventually soon. But yeah, but overall that core there, the eye wall is starting to get right there next to the airport, or the eye wall is right over the airport now. The eye wall is getting closer to the city. It's getting closer. It's not there yet. It's definitely starting to get pretty nasty out there. Yeah, look at those palm trees. Doesn't look like they're moving that fast, but they sure are. I mean, they're big palm trees, and they look like they're barely moving, but they are really moving. Let's see here. Proxy is late, also early. I'm going to bed. Sleep well, everyone. All right, see you later, Proxy. Once again, thank you so much for the support. We love you, Prox. See, thanks for all you do for us. See here. Well, thank you, and my best to everyone in that hurricane path. Well, thank you so much, Proxy. Once again, super sweet of you. Thanks for joining. Yeah, see, that's what you got to look out for. You don't want to be caught up in that. That's just big rip current problems. But yeah, it's getting pretty close. All right, let's go ahead and change back here, y'all. We're gonna hop back over to this view. So yeah, the eye wall is already, you know, right there on that, right there on the airport. So they're probably experiencing some of the worst winds right now. You know, in tropical systems, the right-hand side eye wall, a little bit of a fun fact for you guys. The right-hand eye wall, that's the strongest point of the storm. Let's see, latest hurricane update with continues at 165 coming ashore. This is Matthew. Yep. I appreciate the update, Matthew. Yeah, so the last update we did get here, the Hurricane Center was saying that the storm right now is currently sustained winds, so we're having constant winds of, you know, 165. So 165 sustained with gusts getting up to, you know, right around 195 to 200, which is not good. Let's see here. Oh yeah, power flashes left and right. Yeah, I think we're gonna lose our camera here soon, guys. I hate to say it, but I've been seeing a lot of power flashes here and there, so they're definitely losing quite a bit of power. Yeah, I mean, look at those waves. See how they're going in all directions like that? That's big time rip currents. Let's see here. We lost a bunch of oaks with Ian. Thankfully, people moved their RVs somewhere more crushed by them. Yeah. Let's see. Have I been through a hurricane myself? Yes, a couple of them. Yeah. See how those waves are coming together and they're pulling back. That's what you. Wow. Yeah, defined rips. Yeah, for real. Absolutely. All right, we're gonna hop back over here, y'all. Back to the satellite view. See, 923 millibars. So did it stay the same? Last update, I think we kept the same vitals as last as the 12 update, 12 a.m. Eastern update. Let's see. But yeah, no, the inner eye wall here is definitely right over the airports here. It's gonna be getting close to the city, like I said, very soon. They're gonna probably start to. Oh, here we go. About to say they're gonna probably start to experience some of the heavy stuff here soon. Wow, dude. Yep, you can really see it now. See those strong winds blowing this way, literally parallel to the coast. Yeah, we're probably going to see some big flashes, I'm sure. Let's see here. Flickering lights, I don't think we'll have the camera much longer. Yeah, I don't think so. Andrew says my dad's staying at the airport, by the airport. On the phone with him, it's getting bad. Well, tell him to stay safe out there. See a lot of power flashes. Yes, there is, unfortunately. Yeah, but look how much the visibility's dropped because of the heavy sheets of rain. Yeah, they're definitely starting to get some of that heavy stuff. Yeah, they're getting close to the eye wall too. Yeah. Wow, dude, that is something else, man. All right, let's go ahead and hop back over here for a minute. We're gonna keep the camera up if you want to still look at it. It's in the top right. It's there for you guys. But yeah, no, I think the eye is gonna go right over that airport, y'all. I do. I mean, because this thing's been like, tracking right at that airport. Let's see. I'm gonna back out for a second. We're gonna go to the. Let's see here, East Pacific. If I can find it. Yeah, here we go, East Pacific. So this makes the frames a lot bigger here, so it's a lot more choppy, which gives us more of a direction. So you can see how this thing was pulling north. Oh yeah, that thing really changed. So it's going north. Oh yeah, definitely is aiming right at the city. I mean, yeah, that thing is literally being sucked into the city, it looks like. I mean, look at the core. It's going like there, and then it's just getting pulled. It's definitely gone from more of a northerly component to a northwesterly component. See, this thing has 165 mile per hour wind gusts. No, Zynga, that's the sustained winds. That's the constant wind. The wind gusts are up to 195. Probably more like 200, considering that we got that. I am not. No, Hanley, I'm not in this region. I'm actually in Florida. Wow, dude. All right, we're gonna main screen this. We're gonna go back to the big screen. Yeah, those waves are starting to take some really interesting shapes here, which is not good. It means the winds are whipping in all different directions right now. Yeah, because I remember the palm trees, they were blowing the other way just a minute ago. So they're getting whipped around all over the place here. Yeah, I mean that right there, that's probably about, like I said, I'm thinking that's probably nearly like 100 feet or so from from the wet sand to the city line here. Linda says, thanks, Andrew, for staying up late, keeping us, or say, thank you, Andrew, for staying up late your time and keeping us informed. You're very welcome, Linda. Like I said, that's what I'm here for. I want to make sure y'all are being prepared and, obviously safe for the storm. Like I said, whatever I can do to help out, I'm here for you guys. Like I said, whatever information I can provide that potentially could be life-saving, you bet I'll be on it. I usually am whenever it comes to these systems. I don't really cover the East Pacific too much until like something like this happens. We mostly cover the Atlantic and the U.S., but this is a system I just have got to cover. I would be an idiot not to, because you guys need info. For a system like this, it's absolutely ridiculous. Why does it look like a lot of people lost power? Did that whole... Oh, I was about to say, did that whole east wing lose power here? Let's see here. No, they still have their power. I've definitely seen a lot of power flashes out there, actually on both sides of the bay. Yeah, it's just harder to see out there because the... Oh, didn't mean to do that. Yeah, it's just harder to see out there because of the, the rain. That's the problem. So we're gonna hop back over here, y'all. Marcus says they all lost power. They did not. They still got power, as you can see in the camera. Let's see here. Desert says, hi, y'all. Thank you for streaming. You're very welcome. It's crazy how fast it came up. It is. It is definitely crazy. I'll give you that one. So even though this says 160 with gusts up to 195, like I said, the Hurricane Center came with an intermediate update saying that there was saying that there was basically an upgrade to 165. So winds are constantly blowing near the eye wall at around 165 out there by the airport. It looks like. And I hate to say it, like I said, the gust though we're talking about is, higher, up to right around 195 to maybe 200. So, let's see. What would I say the wind speeds are at the camera location right now? It's definitely hard to tell, but I would definitely say probably right around 60 to 70 miles an hour, personally. I mean, they still haven't gotten to the core yet, but they're definitely experiencing some pretty heavy winds, it looks like. It doesn't look like much. It definitely doesn't look like much, but they are really moving, as you can tell. Yeah, winds are definitely really strong. I'd even say they're probably higher than that, honestly. Let's see here. Mr. Cole says, you're awesome for keeping us informed because I couldn't find no coverage on California news stations. You're very welcome. Like I said, it's what we're here for. Let's see, how is this not on the news? This market's, I don't know. Should be, for sure. Let's see. Alright, let's go ahead and hop back over here, y'all. Back to the camera and the satellite infrared here. Matt says, when is this landfall expected? So this is going to make landfall here probably within the hour. You know, I mean, like I said, I consider landfall. You know, once the eye wall really starts to push inland. Let's see here. The ones that pay money and funded by tourism have power. Thank you so much for keeping us updated. You're literally the only one covering Otis. You're very welcome. Let's see here. What can cause this to grow so... Ooh, that's a big power flash. What can cause this to grow so rapidly and unexpectedly? So you got to know the main things for hurricanes. Like I said, obviously what they need. A lot of warm waters. You know, a lot of warm waters. Tons of moisture throughout the atmosphere. And not much winds. Believe it or not, you don't need winds. You know, wind shear is what we call it. If there's too much wind shear, it'll completely remove the storm. It'll rip it apart. But all the conditions, really warm temperatures, a lot of moisture, and little to no wind shear allowed this thing to really kick up very quickly. You know, honestly, this thing is kicked up a lot stronger than what a lot of us thought it would. You know, believe it or not, this is you know, definitely a system that was you know, forecasted to be not anything like this. But it, you know, what I hate is the fact that they didn't have much time to prepare for this. I mean, this system is crazy. Let's see here. Let's see. Yeah, Otis. Yeah, that's the name of it. It's Otis. See, the major models misses completely. Yeah, even the spaghetti models, which is interesting. Yeah, they're still saying that this is they're still disagreeing on it. Yeah, look at that. See how gapped they are still? Spaghetti models are still a little uncertain of its path, but I mean, at this point, considering we are like right on landfall now, I mean, yeah, it's pretty much going. It's going to go right over that airport for one, and it's going to go pass right by that city. I think the main eye is going to pass shyly to the east, so the eye wall is probably going to be positioned right over that city there. Unfortunately, let's see here. We're going to hop back over here, y'all, back to the main screen for a minute. Wow, dude, look how closer the water is now. Definitely getting real close. Yeah, I'm curious to see, like, if you go back in time when we were looking at this camera to begin with, just how far it's moved. Let's see here. Yeah, those winds are definitely cranking. Yeah, like I said, I definitely do think that they are over 70 plus. I'd say they're probably getting near hurricane force now if they're not already. Let's see here. 12 p.m. update. Hurricanes max sustained winds of 165. Yep. Let's see here. Moving at 9 miles an hour. Yep, it is moving at 9 miles an hour to the north-northwest. Yeah, currently sustained winds, constant winds of 165 with gusts up to right around 200. Let's see, we're gonna hop back over here, y'all, to that screen. Yeah, you're gonna see me hopping back and forth. We got to keep an eye on both the satellite and the cameras. Those are the two most valuable sources we got right now. You know, we got some eyes on it, and we obviously got some you know, eyes from well above up on it. So. But yeah, look at that. That eye, it's about to make landfall, y'all. It's right there. Look at that thing. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Yeah, it's gonna roll up through this area here, which isn't good for those people that are on the hills. You know, it's not good. Let's see here. When's it expected to hit land? Basically, yeah, pretty much like right now. It's already over here, basically. You can see in the latest scan that eye wall, that northern eye wall, is already over land. Is it still traveling at 9 miles an hour? Roughly, yes. Let's see. It's on the protected harbor, side of the harbor, too. Airport's going to get even worse. Oh, for sure. Absolutely. Zynga says 1 hour till landfall. I don't even think it's going to be that far. I mean, you know, probably by the time the center of the eye goes over land, that I could probably see about an hour. But, yeah, this thing's, the worst conditions are already starting out there. This will be one of the strongest storms to hit Mexico. It'll definitely go down as a remembered storm. I can tell you that one. Yeah, I can definitely tell you that one. Considering this, how strong it is and where it's hitting. Like I said, this is literally going towards a city that has a population of 1 million people. Oh, look at that! I think we lost power to some of those areas. I'm pretty sure those palm trees were all lit up, weren't they? Yikes! Somehow we still got power to the beach here. Oh wow! No, they've definitely lost power down there. Look at that, guys. Yikes! It was a power flash. You see that? It literally reflected off of the ground there. That is crazy. Goodness. Let's see. Worst for Mexico overpowering Hurricane Patricia. I remember Patricia. Yep. Wow, dude, that is getting nuts, guys. Yeah, no, it is definitely getting pretty crazy out there. No flying umbrellas, Marcus. Yeah, they. I think they probably brought all those in. All right. Oh, yeah, another powerful. Oh, wow. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna have this too long, y'all. And yeah, we're getting the view from right here. The worst is over here. See, that place is turning dark. It is. It is definitely turning dark now because a lot of places are losing the power. I mean, we are right up on landfall, y'all. We're getting real close to it. Wow, there's another power flash. I don't know if you guys caught that. Yeah, keep an eye on those cameras because we're going to start seeing a lot of those. We've been seeing a lot of them. Let's see here. Wormy coming in with a $10 super chat. Thank you, dude. Very sweet of you, man. I appreciate that. Saying you're the only live coverage homie. And I think this will be major. Absolutely. Well, thank you, dude. That's super sweet of you. Big shout out goes to Wormy for the $10 super chat. Thank you so much. Y'all give Wormy a big thank you. That's super sweet. You don't have to do that. Greatly, greatly appreciated. Huge thank you goes to you, Wormy. Once again, thank you so much. Yeah, no, it is getting a lot darker, I've noticed, as you guys can tell. Yeah, that whole bottom section we were looking at there, they definitely lost their power. Literally the hotel that we're on, where this camera's on, yeah, they lost their power, it looks like. It could be a backup generator that's still powering this camera. I mean, not entirely sure that it is, but I do know that there was a lot more light down there than there is now. Let's see here. Once again, Warmy, thank you so much. Yeah, my program's a little late at telling us, but thank you so much. Let's see here. Warmy is female and fascinated with weather. Oh, well, thank you, ma'am. Wow, dude. Did y'all see that one? Dude. Yeah, that was actually... Yeah, they're getting pretty hefty. Let's see here. Yeah, you see how that thing's curving? That thing's like curving right for that city. Wow, dude. Let's see. Yeah, the northern eye wall is right over that airport. The city's probably going to get near that eye wall probably within the next half hour to an hour, I'd say. They're getting awfully close. Yeah, those winds have really picked up. Power outages are really starting to ramp up as well. I feel like a lot of that, a lot of that or that hillside, whatever, I think it's a mountain actually. A lot of that mountainside has actually lost a lot of power. There's not as, I think that's a power flash, either that or a lightning strike. But we've definitely seen a lot of power flashes here. If you're seeing any lightning in this, that means the storm's still intensifying because, you rarely see lightning in tropical systems here unless there is rapid intensification there. Yeah, I mean, you typically only see that if there's rapid intensification, which, it wouldn't surprise me if there still is some intensification going on, considering, it's still over a warm area of water that's still really conducive for tropical development. It's going to start losing strength here soon, though. If it's, like I said, obviously if it's not starting to already, I mean, it's probably hovering. But considering, oh wow, considering a lot of it's, half of it almost now, as you can see, yeah, this thing's pretty much halfway over those mountain ranges. That is going to allow the system to quickly destabilize, allow it to quickly unfold, and to really start the weekend here soon. So that's good, honestly. That's good news. But unfortunately, with that weakening process and with that storm rolling in, that's going to allow for its energy to be used up on the coasts. And a lot of those coastal areas are at risk for multiple problems, ranging from the storm surge to the winds, everything. Is a problem out in those regions. Look at that. Look at the visibility out there now. It is like literally hard to see in front of the camera now. Yeah, those palm trees down there, they are definitely swaying in the wind quite a bit right now. Goodness. Yeah, that is definitely getting pretty nuts out there. Yeah, but once again, down there where that camera is, as it pans over to the left here, you'll actually see here, if you actually roll back into the live stream earlier, down there where that big dark spot is, right in here, that right there is where we had ourselves, a lot of lights that were lighting up this whole place down here. And now those lights have cut off. Still got a couple there on the beach, but not as many. Let's see here. Thanks for your professional work. Hope they find shelter. Thank you, California. Really appreciate it. Let's see. Velocity said, glad to see one female up to, let's see here. Andrew's newest regulars. We'll love to see the history of making. Let's see here. If she wasn't in bed for a school day tomorrow. Yeah, let's see. DL says it would be nice to hit the like button. Thanks, Andrew, covering the weather for us. You're very welcome, guys. Like I said, y'all are super welcome. Y'all don't have to thank me. That's what I'm here for, guys. I care about y'all, and I'll make sure you guys are update. Wow! Dude, that is getting crazy. Yeah, those winds are getting pretty gnarly. Visibility's dropping. They're getting closer towards the eye wall. Winds are increasing. Waves are coming up close. I mean, that is getting real close. I mean, they are right there. Dude, yeah, like you can hardly even see any lights over there. That's either A, because they're gone, or B, because, this whole big wall of this big curtain of rain. Probably a mixture of both, honestly. But let's go ahead and hop back over here, y'all. We're going to hop back over to the, hop back over here to the satellite view. We got to keep an eye out there for that. So the airport's definitely feeling it pretty good right now, I'm sure. I mean, what we're looking at down there, they still haven't even approached the, like I said, they haven't even approached the eye wall yet. They're still kind of in that, that zone of, probably low to mid in hurricane force right now. I'd definitely say they're in the hurricane force at this moment. Let's see. Zipper says great coverage. Thank you. Appreciate it. Let's see here. We're from Florida. Like rain. Yeah, I'm in Florida too, Wormy. But like I said, guys, if you want to know the information... Oh, there's another flash there. I wasn't sure if that's lightning or power flash. But like I said, if you want to know the current information, like I said, right now, even though this says 160, the current sustained winds has actually been updated to 165. So constant winds, sustained winds of 165, with wind gusts getting up to right around 195 to 200 miles an hour. Right there by the eye wall, right there in the core of the storm. Waiting for the airport wind speed area, current time. Yeah, we don't have too much information, unfortunately, coming from the airport. Nothing that we can grab, unfortunately. But we do got ourselves, a good view of the coastline here throughout the city, which gives us a great perspective on what's going on out there. Hopefully, it lasts for a while, because like I said. They're starting to lose power left and right here. I mean, literally left and right. Both sides of the bay here is really starting to lose some power. It even looks like the place that we were watching this from, right underneath we were talking about, they've lost a lot of power too. Still honestly shocked that we're still getting some feed here, not going to lie. Did I permanently move to Florida? Yes, I did, Rain. We lost it. I think we lost it, y'all. Oh, boy. So that is what happens. That's what it looks like when we lose the camera. So I think it's gone. I think I might have spoke too soon.
「君の声が聞こえる」「君の声が聞こえる」「君の声が聞こえる」「君の声が聞こえる」「君の声が聞こえる」「君の声が聞こえる」「君の声が聞こえる」「君の声が聞こえる」「君の声が聞こえる」「君の声が聞こえる」「君の声が聞こえる」「君の声が聞こえる」「君の声が聞こえる」「君の声が聞こえる」「君の声が聞こえる」「君の声が聞こえる」「君の声が聞こえる」「君の声が聞こえる」「君の声が聞こえる」「君の声が聞こえる」「君の声が聞こえる」「君の声が聞こえる」「君の声が聞こえる」「君の声が聞こえる」「君の声が聞こえる」「君の声が聞こえる」「君の声が聞こえる」「君の声が聞こえる」「君の声が聞こえる」「君の声が聞こえる」「君の声が聞こえる」「君の声が聞こえる」「君の声が聞こえる」「君の声が聞こえる」「君の声が聞こえる」「君の声が聞こえる」「君の声が聞
Oh man. All right, yeah, we'll keep it there for a second. Hopefully it comes back on there, but we lost it. It looks like. Let's see here. We're gonna here. I'm gonna hide this for 1 second. I'm gonna refresh it. Yep, it's out. It's gone. Man. Let's see here. Maybe I can find another one, y'all. Oh, here we go. Got another one, y'all. We're good. Oh my gosh, this one went out too. I literally had another one from that same area, just a little bit further to the west. Well, shoot. Hold on a minute, y'all. We're gonna. I think I might have another. I think I got one more option for y'all. Let's see here. That one actually has audio. We're gonna turn that off. All right, this one still works for now. There we go. So we got a camera. Let's see here. See, buoy info. I don't have any buoy info. Unfortunately, there's no buoys out there. Let's see here. Jailer says rip camera. Yeah. I think they lost their power for that hotel we were looking at. Unfortunately. All right, let's see here. Yeah, I mean, you can literally see that storm curving right there towards the main city. Let's see here. Yeah, you can watch this. So we work our way down in time. You can see definitely curvature. It pulls up, starts to turn. Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna go like right over that area, y'all. Let's see. So yeah, outer bands there. Yeah, outer bands are right there by the airport now. Also, or sorry, inner bands. I say outer. I meant to say inner bands. Yeah, those areas by the. Whoa, dude! Holy cow! Did you guys see that? I don't think you could not see that. What's up, Treasure Quest? Welcome back, dude. It's been a minute. But those inner bands are starting to roll through, dude. That was crazy. How do we still have this? Yeah, look, there's more power flashes going on out there. That is crazy. Perfect curveball, yeah. Big hotels like to have generators? Yes, Wormy. Most of them do. Let's see here. Other views back online. Okay. Yeah, we'll keep this one for now, okay? Alright, let's see here. Last time I was 1980. Wow, that was a while ago. Mario says hello from Acapulco, and it already started. Well, what's up, Mario? Stay safe out there, my friend. Oh, wow. Yeah, big flashes still happening. See, that was a big zap. It was. Yeah, that thing lit up my whole entire face there. It was a pretty big zap. Definitely lost, starting to lose a lot of power out there. There still is quite a few people with power, though. I'd say, we probably have most of the people still with power at this point, which is good. But they're going to start to lose it real quickly once this eye wall gets, towards these areas. It is, like, right on it. So we're going to get rid of that. There we go. Yeah, so the eye wall right now. Yeah, this thing's going to make landfall right around 2 a.m. Eastern. So that would be, what? So 1 Central, 12 Mountain, and 11 p.m. Pacific. So 11 p.m. I think you guys are in Pacific. Let's see. Who? Yeah, Mario. Mario, you guys in Pacific time? I don't know if you know that or not, but time zone wise, I think y'all might be in Pacific time. Actually, no, I think y'all might be in. No, they're not Pacific time. I think y'all are like in either Central or Mountain time, believe it or not. Yeah, y'all are either in Central or Mountain. I think you're probably towards Mountain time. Yeah, I don't think you're in Pacific. Yeah, you're further east than that. More than that. You're a little bit east, a little bit further east than I was thinking. All right, let's see here. See, 26 minutes. Yep. Let's see here. Transformers don't like salty mist. Oh yeah, I can imagine why. Does the Weather Channel even cover this? I don't know, Adam. See, Central Time. Gotcha. Yep. Let's see. Maddie says, I'm so terrified. My family is trying to leave their hotel on the beach. Maddie, like I said, I understand it's a little scary. But like I said, we'll get through this together, all right? I get it's a little scary. But, yeah, hotels can provide some pretty good protection against these tropical systems. I will tell you that. That I will say. It's probably the best area to be, honestly. If you're stuck in the city, hotels might be your best option. You know, better than better than being in one of those houses that are there apparently on the hill. You know, if you're like halfway up the hotel, that would so you're not in the flooding path. Skyscrapers are pretty good at sustaining, remaining against hurricanes. Believe it or not. There's another power flash out there. See, it's 11:35 right now, says Mario. Gotcha. Appreciate it. See, stay away from windows. Absolutely. Let's see here. Rosa says, thank you so much. You're helpful through the storm. You're very welcome, guys. You are very, very welcome, y'all. Listen, I'm here for you guys. I want to make sure y'all are understanding what's going on there, okay? Make sure you guys are staying safe out there and prepared. We actually just passed our 3-hour mark of being live here, guys. Yeah, it's definitely is a little crazy out there, y'all. But like I said, we'll get through it. Let's see here. Weather Channel stopped doing live coverages. Oh, what's up, Carl? Carl says, "Where is this again?" This is in southern Mexico. Yeah, South Mexico here. This is out by Acapulco here. All right, let's see here. So yeah, Iowa literally over the airport right now, guys. We're getting real close to landfall, guys. We're getting real close. I'm going to consider landfall the point to where the center of the eye is touching land. That is what I will consider landfall here. So what's going on right now, actually, believe it or not, is those winds are actually pulling south. They should be pulling to the south. These systems rotate, like I said, these systems rotate counterclockwise here. So obviously we're going to be having, that winds pushing the waves back, pushing them back. The problem is, though, is that once the core of the storm goes further up north, once you think all is fine and dandy, that's what I'm worried about, is the fact that once the storm gets up here, that counterclockwise motion is going to be driving that that all that water into the bay. That's what I'm worried about. That's going to cause a lot of surging, a lot of swelling. Just not very good. So hopefully, hopefully everything will be all right out there. Let's see here. My girlfriend's mom lives in, let's see here, directly south of, let's see, Tres Palms. How much impacts are they looking at? So, too much thunder. Let's see here. Where did you say? That's a big area. I cannot pronounce that. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm not exactly too sure where that's at. But this thing's going to rapidly weaken. If you're talking about, so here's Mexico City. This thing's going to basically, really start to fade out there as it rolls through. It's probably not going to have too many heavy impacts, up in these areas here up there by Mexico City, because those mountain ranges are going to help rip the storm apart. Let's see here. Hope everyone's staying safe, says Carl. Yeah, hopefully. Like I said, we're looking out for you guys. If y'all have any questions, I will definitely try my best to, definitely try my best to help y'all out. Let's see here. Seeing the intensity forecast off of horror, not level of the storm. Yeah, honestly, yeah, we weren't expecting this thing to be this strong upon landfall. It just kind of blew up and just kept on strengthening and just didn't stop. And then earlier today, the Hurricane Center was like, yeah, this thing's going to be Cat 5. And it sure did. And it's not a weak Cat 5 either. It's actually a pretty strong, a pretty strong Cat 5 too, which is, looks it's sustained around 165 right now. Constant winds of 165 with wind gusts obviously higher. Right between 195 to 200 miles an hour. That's currently where we're sitting here in terms of the wind gusts. What's the projected surge level? So the models were supporting around 20 to 25 foot. Like the ECMWF and the GFS American model. Oh, wow. Another big power flash there. Yeah, we're going to start losing power here a lot quicker. But there you go, guys. Yeah, we're getting real close to landfall, y'all. Let's see. Watch for Mississippi. The coverage is much appreciated, says Chaz. You're very welcome. Very, very welcome. Glad to have you here. Let's see here. Yeah, I'd recommend staying away from windows, guys, for sure. You don't want to be next to windows. Be as far away from them as possible, okay? Let's go ahead and move back over here, y'all. So there's a current live camera. Yeah, you can see there's a lot of dark spots in between now. A lot of places have lost their power. Let's see here. Sin says, smack the like button. Great coverage. Thank you. I appreciate it. I always thought landfall, was the eye wall touching land. Crazy. Learn something new every day. Yeah, a lot of people considered landfall differently. I consider it the halfway point. So basically, once the center, I've mentioned, before, the northern eye wall touching. I used to consider that making landfall, but honestly, like I said, the center point of the eye, really moving, it makes more sense to consider that landfall. But regardless, right now where we're at, we're definitely really close. Let's see here. Just got a donation from Venmo coming in here from Tepe's Harvest. Thank you so much for that. $5 donation. Greatly appreciated, saying thank you for the coverage. Tepe's Harvest, thank you so much. Greatly appreciate it. That is very sweet of you, and you are very, very welcome, my friend. Thank you for the support. That really helps us out, keeps us going. Much appreciated. Thank you so much for that. But yeah, no, we're getting real close, guys. I'd say within the next 20 minutes or so, we'll probably have this thing officially making landfall. It's getting real close. Let's see here. Matt also coming with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Matt. Greatly appreciated. Let's see here. A hotel would survive a strike from EF5. Vulnerable infrastructure is outdated housing. Even the surge is a little threat to hotels. Gotcha. Yeah, for those lower, couple of floors, that's where the heaviest, the flooding concerns is. First of all, Matt, thank you so much for supporting us. Greatly appreciated. But yeah, no, I do see what you're saying. In some aspects, yes. Skyscrapers are definitely really good for surviving some pretty big weather conditions. Across the city here where we're monitoring Acapulco here, it's definitely a region. Wow, that was a big flash. With all these hotels, well-built hotels and well-built buildings, that's probably the best place you should go. That's where I would go. That's probably the best source of shelter, better than those houses we were talking about. But once again, Matt, thank you so much, dude. It's very appreciated. Absolutely rock, my friend. All right, we're gonna work our way back over here to the main camera, y'all. Take a look what's going on here. So yeah, the camera's actually starting to shake a bit. I don't know if y'all can see that. Oh wow, power flash again. Yeah, they're really starting to lose power left and right now. I don't think this camera's gonna last too much longer either. But yeah, the camera's starting to shake, so the winds are definitely starting to really pick up across this area now. Because they weren't shaking beforehand. Yeah, the camera was over there. That last one we were looking at, that other camera, was somewhere in here, probably. So, right in there. But yeah, no, everything's starting to get a little bit crazy. Let's see here. We're gonna try to get that camera back up, maybe. Let's see here. Tony Diggs, Idaho. Thank you so much, dude. As well, coming in with a $5 support of your own. Thank you, Tony. That is very sweet of you. Much appreciated to you. All of you guys, thank you so much. Y'all are super sweet. Big shout out goes to you. Thank you so much for that. That is very sweet. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna hop back over here to the satellite for a minute, guys, and I'm gonna briefly turn off this camera. Let's see. I'm gonna see if I can pull back up that main camera we were looking at there. First of all, so not that one. Oh, here we go. I think it's back up, actually, y'all. There we go. Oh. Never mind. I guess not. I guess it's not. Let's see here. High-Low Travels. Thank you, dude. As well, coming at a 5. You guys are super sweet. Y'all are very supportive. Thank you, guys. High-Low Travels. Thank you very much. Also, Venmo, again, you guys do not have to do this. Please, I hope you know that. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, I just got to know. You guys seriously don't have to do this. Let's see, Joanna coming with a $10 support, saying thank you for being the only one to cover Hurricane Otis. You're very welcome. Thank you so much, Joanna. That's very nice of you. Also, let's see here. Nichelle coming in here with a $5 super chat as well, or a Venmo donation. Thank you so much. Saying, Otis, thank you guys. Y'all are very sweet. Seriously, please know you do not have to do that, okay? Like I said, y'all just hanging out with us, y'all just being here is obviously all that counts, and just making sure you guys are prepared for it. Much appreciated, guys. Thank you so much, though. Y'all are very much appreciated. So, yeah, that's what's going on there. Let's go and hop our way back down here, y'all, to the, back over here to the radar, or satellite view, I should say. But once again, High-Low, thank you so much. Tony as well. You guys are awesome. Thank you all from the bottom of my heart. So yeah, the eye is about a third, or sorry, about a quarter of a way through now. So we're getting real close. We're getting real close here to the official landfall call. We're not quite there yet. Let's see here. Ronald coming in with a 20. Are you serious, guys? Y'all seriously don't have to do that. That is so sweet. Ronald, thank you, dude, for the $20 super chat. Y'all give Ronald a big thank you. That is way beyond appreciated. Thank you so much. Just gonna bring this camera back up for y'all. Thank you so much, Ronald. Also, Linda with a 10. Guys, y'all please don't have to do this. Seriously. Saying thank you, great coverage. Thank you, Linda. Ronald, guys, please give him a thank you in the chat. That is very much appreciated. We love you guys. Seriously, y'all please. Y'all don't have to do that. Another Venmo. Oh my gosh, guys. Seriously. From Pete, thank you so much. Coming in with a $12 donation saying excellent coverage. Keep it up. Pete, thank you so much, dude. All of you guys, thank you for the support. Y'all are seriously much appreciated. We love you all. Big thank you. Yeah, it's just now coming through on the other ones. Thank you guys so much. It actually looks like, y'all, we lost our... Yeah, I think we lost our camera, y'all. The other one we had going on. Once again, Ronald, all of you guys, thank you so much. Ronald also joining Category 1 Club. Thank you, Ronald. That's so sweet. Guys, y'all don't know how thankful I am for that. That is so amazing. Thank you, guys. But yeah, no, we did lose... Unfortunately, we did lose our camera here, y'all. I think the power probably is completely gone. So we don't really have many more. I'm going to try to find another camera again, y'all. Hold on, give me 1 second. We're going to see if we can find another one. Man, we keep on losing all these cameras. I don't think we have many more going on there. Let's see here. Yeah, it looks like a lot of these are gone. Yeah, I think a lot of the cameras are done for, y'all, unfortunately. So I think we're kind of stuck with the satellite view now. Let's see here. Julius, thanks for supporting the stream. Yeah, guys, thank you seriously, for supporting the stream. You guys are awesome. I love you all. Let's see. Thanks for everyone for donations. Yes, guys. Thank you so much. See, you're the only one covering this. Like I said, I'm here for you guys. No matter what, I will be here. Let's see here. Seems like a very cool, nice guy. You guys as well. I love every single one of y'all. Thank you so much, guys. Once again. So yeah, no, honestly, honestly, where the airport's at, y'all, except where the eye wall we were talking about, it's right on the edge of the eye wall. It's honestly getting closer there towards the inner eye, actually. Yeah, their winds right there are probably the strongest they're feeling out there by the, by the airport there. It's probably the strongest overall. The eye wall's still a little bit of ways away from the city. Let's go ahead and measure that, actually. I want to go ahead and see how far we are. So, yeah, wow, it's not too far. We're about 12 miles away. So from that inner eye wall to the center of that city, we are about 12 miles away from that. Let's see here. And actually, yeah, obviously the eye wall is right over the airport now. So, let's see here. How long have I been doing this for? A little over 2 years. Let's see here. Let's see here. But yeah, that's that. Let's see. People appreciate you, Andrew. Thank you, DL. Greatly appreciated. See, camera's back. Is it back? Hopefully. Yeah, maybe they regained their power back. Hold on. Let's see here. Let me make sure. No, it doesn't look like it's... Is it? Hold on, y'all. Bear with me for a second. I'm trying to get this thing back up and running. I don't think it is back up, y'all. I think it's still down. Let me try this camera. Yeah, unfortunately, I think we lost them all still. Let's see. How many miles an hour is this thing moving? So right now it's moving to the northwest around 9 miles per hour. See, Wormy says, everyone is unaware the sky is really providing some valuable coverage. Toss them a coin. Like I said, guys, you don't have to do that, y'all. Seriously. I think the camera's back up. Let's see here. Oh, of course not. No, we lost it, guys. I tried to bring it back up, but yeah, it looks like the power's out there. Let's see. But like I said, guys, y'all seriously do not have to do any donations. It helps us out, yes, of course it does, but like I said, y'all seriously don't have to do much. Let's see here. Speaking of, another donation coming in here from Melissa. Melissa, thank you so much. Saying keep up the good work. Thank you. You're very welcome, guys. Seriously, y'all are more than generous. You guys, super sweet, y'all. Thank you. Thank you so much. Big shout out goes to Melissa. Thank you, Melissa, so much for the support. I'm going to keep trying, y'all, to get this camera to work. Like I said, I'm going to hop between these different cameras. Let's see. I think this one. Yeah, I don't think so, unfortunately. Yeah, a lot of these aren't working for me here. Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to wait a little bit, guys, on the cameras. Let's see. See, I'm watching two different working cams to Square. Yeah, I don't know how you guys are getting that. Yeah, for me, it's not really working for me. So we'll have to. I'll keep on updating it, y'all. Keep on updating every once in a while. Anyways, let's see. Pausing latest. I'm actually going to bring this back up to the high fancy, mesoscale 1. We're going to hop back over here to the really zoomed in version here. There we go. Wow. Yeah, I think those mountain ranges are starting to mess with the storm here a bit, guys. That's good. I think it's honestly probably on a weakening trend here now. Probably going to start. Probably going to start to weaken here from now on. So yeah, they're probably experiencing the worst of it now. Let's see here. That looks like it's honestly making landfall now, y'all. I am going to see here. I am pretty sure that it is now making landfall here. Yep, sure is. All right, y'all. So the thing, we are now at landfall point. So I'm going to go ahead and call it. It is definitely landfall now. So calling it right now. So we're going to keep an eye on this here for a little bit, guys, still. Let's see here. Thanks for covering the hurricane. So you're very welcome, Ben. Let's see here. Massive floods a few days ago. Maybe sort of share the odds. Yeah, it's pretty low, Benz. Yeah, I don't recall ever having a storm out over here. I don't think I've ever covered a storm out over here for the most part. But yeah. See, it's horrible. Yeah, it's definitely pretty nasty looking for sure. Let's try if I can update the cameras. Maybe. Oh, hold on a minute. Maybe. Yeah, a lot of these aren't working, y'all. Let's see here. Here we go. There we go. All right, hopefully that'll stay for a bit. Hopefully it doesn't stop working. Let's see here. The airport's toast. I hope not. Yeah, airport's definitely. It actually looks like the airport right now is in the eye of the storm right now currently. Oh, I don't know if that's lightning or power flash. Yeah, it's hard telling. I don't think this thing's strengthening much more anymore. I'm not sure we're going to see too much lightning in the core anymore. I think there's a way I can actually pull up the. Let's see here. I forgot which way I do this. Oh, maybe it's this. Here we go. Yeah, I don't think this satellite here doesn't show the lightning activity, but yeah, I think the lightning activity is probably fading out a bit. Water vapor, lubricating, see landfall. Yeah, it is. Yeah, there's the core right there. It is right over the airport. You know, actually, I'm pretty sure I said it was probably going to go near the airport. I'm pretty. Didn't I say it was going to go near the airport, if not over it? I don't remember. Honestly, I don't. Let's see. Send you a video from the airport, says Tammy. What'd you send it on? Twitter? Dude. Wow. Yeah, it is really hard to see there. The visibility is terrible. Let's see. Just like that, the entire city's without power. No, not yet. They ain't without power yet. I mean, I'm sure a lot of them are without power, as we've been seeing tons and tons of power flashes. But we still got some cameras. Hopefully they'll last for a bit. Yeah, hopefully they will stay online for a bit. Knock on wood. Because we've already lost them for a little bit. Oh yeah, look at that. You can see right on the panel here, the one I'm zooming in and out of on the right. Yeah, it's doing it. She's making landfall now, I believe, y'all. Sit on Instagram. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Let's see here. See if I can find this. Oh, wow. Goodness. Yeah, there we go. I can't pull it up on my computer, but I can pull it up here for y'all. Looks like a lot of crazy activity popping up. You guys can see yourself on the chat there. Y'all see that? That is actually crazy there, Andrew. Yeah, dude, please be careful out there, man. That's all I gotta say. Please be careful. Please be safe out there. Let's see here. Oh, Andrew, so you said, it was somebody else who took that. Gotcha. Well, tell whoever that was to please be careful. That is, yeah, that's pretty gnarly. Ben says Acapulco might miss the majority of the storm. So here's the problem, though. This is what I have to say about that. The thing is that, with tropical systems, they obviously rotate counterclockwise in the northern hemisphere. Once the system pulls up, further down in time, let me go ahead and actually move this a bit here. I think we lost the camera again. Yeah. But yeah, what I was saying though is that once the, once that, the low pressure at the center of the storm is over here, it's going to allow for, that, the winds to wrap around and actually start to impact those areas there. Driving in a lot of that water directly into that channel, directly into that little bay there. So I think, once that central low, the center of the storm goes through, I think that's going to be whenever we're going to start to see a lot of the heavy stuff, personally. See, I lost the camera too, so square. Yeah, I think it's out. Man, oh man. Yeah, no, they're definitely starting to take a beating now, it looks like. And also, the hurricane is too. I mean, it's still pretty solid. It definitely is still very solid, but it's you can tell it's starting to show some early signs of destabilization here. Yeah, it's definitely done that. Let's see here. Luke says, watch your sub count go from 19.5 to 9.6. Really? Holy cow, you guys. Thank you all so much for subscribing too. Y'all rock. We love you. Seriously, guys, y'all have seriously made me all happy tonight. Thank you guys so much for all of your support. You guys are awesome. Much, much appreciated. Let's see here. Storm surge not just before the storm. Absolutely. See here. Down trees 2 minutes ago. I'm hoping. See, they saw my message to go in big buildings. Yeah. Hopefully they're okay, Maddie. Hopefully. Like I said, we'll definitely keep them in our prayers here. I don't think we have any more cameras, unfortunately. Let's see here. Let's see here. Yeah, I think we're done with the cameras, y'all. Unfortunately, I don't think they are working anymore. Unfortunately. So, but yeah, it actually looks like the eye wall is passing right by the city now. See, the eye is breaking down fast. It is definitely breaking down fast. You see it's pretty wide now. Obviously it's going over the land here, and it's starting to interact because it's not getting enough. It's not getting enough juice, I should say, from being over the water. It's only halfway over the water right now. And of course, those mountains, those upper elevations there is, definitely causing the storm to just rip apart. Really causing the storm to just rip apart. See, there's a lot of rural areas there. That's good, but like I said, the bad thing is the fact that the city here. We're talking unfortunately, we're talking 1 million people. The population that lives here, so yeah, it's pretty crazy. Let's see here. Richard says almost 20,000. I remember when you had 10. Yeah, it's crazy, and I can't thank anybody else but you guys. So we're always here for you. I'm always gonna be here for you guys. Make sure y'all are prepared. But she's definitely getting close. Yeah, the eye is right over the airport now. So what happens in the eye is, if you guys don't know, so typically whenever you're in the eye, it's actually calm. Believe it or not, for a bit. So, at that point, things calm down for a minute, but then you go right back into the eye wall once that bottom portion comes through. Let's see here. Power went out here. Yeah, figured so. Yeah, it looks like a lot of that place is now without power, unfortunately. Acapulco, and like I said, they're definitely rolling through some of the thick of it right now. And hopefully it'll, hopefully it's not too bad. Hopefully it's, nothing too crazy. I just, pray for everybody, guys. Please keep them in your prayers. Make sure that you are, praying for them, because this is some serious stuff, y'all. Cat 5 hitting a major city like this. This is not a good thing. Not something you see every day. Oh, there we go. New update. Let's see here. There it is. Yeah, 165 update. This is a 2 a.m. update that just came through. Wow, so we've been alive since the... not alive. We've been live since the 2 updates, yeah. Yeah, we've been live for over 3.5 hours here. Yeah, it's getting a little late, guys. I'm probably going to roll off here soon. I wanted to be here, though, until it made landfall, which it's starting to do now. So I'm going to try to be here for a little bit longer, but I just want to let you all know here pretty soon we're probably gonna call it a stream, okay? I gotta get some sleep too. It's late where I'm at. It's like 2 in the morning here. So let's see here. Is it hitting Mexico? Yes, Captain, it is. It's hitting southern Mexico right now. But yep, still is a Category 5 storm, y'all. Sustained winds, yep, still 165. 165 sustained with gusts up to 195. That's crazy. 923 millibars. Looks like it actually kept the same pressure here overall. So it looks like the pressure is the same, which is the pressure is the same, which is pretty good. Let's see here. Yes, it's getting late. It's rainy. It is. It is, unfortunately. And of course, by right around 8 a.m. tomorrow, guys. So this is in about 6 hours. The storm the storm is actually forecasted to be a Cat 3 here, with the sustained winds of 120 in the forecast here by 5 Pacific, which would be local to, let's see, we figured out the Central Time, so this would be 7 local to you guys in Central Time here. So 7 o'clock a.m. local, sustained winds of 120 with gusts up to 150 still expected. So, obviously it's definitely going to be losing its speed as it rolls inwards. And of course, here by tomorrow evening, at this point this evening, it's going to be a tropical storm. Sustained winds of 50 with gusts up to 65 right around 7 p.m. for you guys. So, Tammy says the wind sounds crazy. I'm sure it does. I am definitely sure it does. Yeah, it is. The winds are definitely cranking out there. That's for sure. But yeah, no. Like I said, guys, it is now officially made landfall. It has definitely done such, which I can definitely confirm that to you guys now. The eye is literally right over that airport we were talking about here, which is definitely pretty crazy. But yeah, the eye is right over the airport. TRD says landfall. Yep. I'm going to call it now. It has definitely been landfall. It's definitely been definitely has been a crazy storm. I can tell you that one. So from here on out, it's weakening, guys. From here on out. So we're probably experiencing the heaviest of the storm right now. We are, actually. And like I said, we lost all our cameras, unfortunately, so we really don't have any ways of seeing the storm. The only source we got is infrared satellite. Really, that's all we got here, unfortunately. Landfall is at 1:54 a.m. Eastern. And yep, sounds about right. Let's see here. Crazy how the pressure hasn't risen with the half of the storm over the mountains. Yeah, for real. It stayed the same at 9:23 at the last update here. Let's see, did they, is the Hurricane Center confirm this? Let's see. We're going to hop our way over here to the NHC. So the Hurricane Center, the eye is about to make landfall at 1 a.m. So that was 8 minutes ago. But it did. It's overland there. So, see, no surfers out tonight. That's good. That's good. We don't want any surfers out there. That's for sure. But alrighty, guys. Well, I think we're gonna start winding down here. I'm probably gonna be heading off here pretty soon. Like I said, I'd love to be here all night, guys, but you know, it's getting a little late for me. It's already 2 o'clock. Not to mention we lost our views on the storm, so it's a little you know, a little bit hard to see what's going on out there right now. Like I said, all we can do is pray. Make sure these people are, you know, staying safe out there. Like I said, keep in touch with your friends and family. Anybody you know who is out in the storm right now, keep in touch with them if you can. Keep on checking on them. Like I said, obviously say your prayers, guys, please, because you know these people are definitely in a pretty nasty situation right now. Like I said, we'll let you guys know more about this tomorrow. I'll be live again tomorrow for, you know, an update live stream probably to update you guys on the current winter storm problem for the U.S. Yeah, we'll do another update on Otis for you guys, and I'll gather some information that what happened and stuff like that. So we'll keep you guys informed overall. But you know, but once again, everybody, thank you all for joining us. Let's see here. Like I said, it's greatly appreciated. Ben says, how many miles wide is this? So the storm. Let's see here. We're gonna measure this here. Oh, that's not the right one. So the storm is approximately about 275 miles wide. Let's see here. Thank you for all your information. You're very welcome. But yeah, no, it's about 275 miles wide. Let's see here. All right, guys. Well, y'all have a wonderful rest of your night. Once again, huge shout out to all of you guys. Thank you all for subscribing. Thank you guys for all the donations. Like I said, once again, you guys shouldn't have. Y'all definitely didn't have to do that. It's much appreciated, guys. Thank you all from the bottom of my heart. I love y'all. Please, 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 like I said, be safe out there. And, all right. Well, like I said, guys, thank you all so much for being here. Let's go ahead and get rid of that there. Go ahead and pull this back up. Well, the stream's going to head off here approximately in 2 minutes, guys. So if there's anything you want to go ahead and say to the friends and family, anybody hanging out there in the chat, go ahead and say your final goodbyes, my friends. It was, like I said, it was good. It's good seeing you guys today. Hope everyone has a wonderful night. And just, you know, once again, big shout out to you guys for hanging out with us. We love y'all for the big support. Thank you, guys. And all right, y'all. Well, the stream's gonna head off here now in 1:45, and we'll catch you guys later on tomorrow. All right, guys. Take care. We love y'all. Please be safe. See you then. Gotta say a big thank you to Natalie for just donating $10 to the channel. Thank you so much, Natalie. Greatly appreciated. Super sweet of y'all. All right, guys. Y'all take care. We'll see you then.